that.
Oh, there's so much to say.
So much. That's such
When Mother Ocean took.
Yeah, 4 years ago, I sent him a DM on Facebook.
I also keep DMing Hillary Duff and
Andrew.
We're live.
Hey.
Hello, Facebook.
Yo. What's going on? Long time no see,
We're
Facebook.
on the internet.
Hey,
It's been a while.
it's been a while. So, welcome everybody to this very special Rooftop Sessions. I have Silver and Gold in studio with me.
What's going on?
This is
yo?
very, very
Hello.
exciting.
excited to be
How are
here.
you guys doing today?
Oh, good, man.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are y'all
good.
fueled up? Get a nice big lunch in you?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
we did.
we
Nice
did.
Huge lunch.
warm Indian lunch.
Oh, you guys went to.
Yeah.
We did. We went to the
Oh.
Indian buffet.
It's so good, man.
It was so
See,
good.
you guys are. If I would have gone, I would have been like napping. So
Right.
I'm glad that I missed that.
Well, I'm glad that you were late because it gave us a chance to take a nap,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
which is
Straight up.
exactly what happened.
Just on purpose.
That's
Yeah.
right. Thanks,
Well, thank
Pi.
you, Pi. So, yeah, I don't know where to begin. We've just been having fun all day, just hanging out.
Chilling.
How did Devin describe the Indian food earlier? I really liked what he said.
It's like
It's like,
your insides being hugged.
yes,
It's perfect.
it's so perfect. And then that sweet chai tea that they bring you,
Oh,
Mhm.
so warm.
so good.
Like, I know it wasn't a cold day, but it was like, oh, man, this warmness just in me.
Is this making you jealous, Pi?
Pie.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting sleepy just thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's like a carb hug for sure.
Yeah.
That non.
Everyone that works there is so nice, and they're like, hey.
And you knew like every customer that walked in. You guys knew them. They were like band members from around the like every band member in Greeley visits that restaurant on Sundays apparently.
It's the Sunday
It's the
band
Sunday
meeting
spot.
Yeah.
You know?
You always see band guys there because it's cheap and
Yeah.
it's really good.
It's really good. All you can
Yeah.
eat.
Yeah.
Sometimes Brandon and I go twice in a weekend. We'll go Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
That's a shout out. Royal Nepal, we see you. Thanks for fueling the beast. Yeah.
Right on, guys. Well, we got a lot we can talk about today. We have, I mean, this could be a new beginning for Rooftop Sessions, actually. Staring at us right now in the middle of a table, I don't know if you guys can see that on the cameras or not, is a very tiny and very small bottle of hot sauce.
Mad
Yes.
Dog 357.
And we have some spoons here in the middle.
Oh my gosh, it's going
We might be
down.
breaking into that later. I don't know why. I don't know how this came about, but during our lunch session, the idea of eating hot sauce on Facebook Live seemed like a good idea.
Yeah. We like
So,
to watch each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pain.
So,
and
what does it say on there? Like 357,000
Yeah.
Scovels,
Scovels.
which is the unit of spiciness for
Yeah.
hot stuff.
The made-up spiciness
Yeah.
unit. Big old warning label on here.
So we have that to look forward to. I
Are
think,
Are any of you guys pregnant?
no,
Okay.
no, I'm not.
Well, there's something I'm not telling you guys.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Well, you don't get any hot sauce then.
I have a
It's gonna
food
go deep.
baby. Sorry, man.
Yeah, you gotta.
I didn't eat responsibly.
Yeah.
We're
Safety
going
first.
deep. We're going deep.
It's gonna get heavy.
It's going to get
This-
super heavy.
Ooh.
So before I go any further, I should probably introduce you guys.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go left to right, just from my point of view.
Okay.
Makes sense. But we have Devin Hildebrandt, Brandon Vella,
Yeah, you got
boom,
it.
and then Pi Lombardi,
The fourth.
the fourth. These are three of the five members of Silver and Gold. The other two could not make it. Sounds like one of them, Claire Jensen, is moving today,
Oh yeah.
and then Taylor is in New Orleans. Lucky
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Lucky guy.
Just
Well,
partying with his twin. Yeah.
He,
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, his whole family.
Sounds
For real?
made up. But
Mom,
it's
dad,
not.
and
a
twin
real
brother.
thing.
yeah. He keeps sending Devin like Snapchats of him being like, "Oh, I'm so hungover," like, because his family's just ridiculous. They just like drink like way too much alcohol. It's crazy. They're animals.
They can
They're-
party. They can party.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like the party family.
They're
The
fun.
whole family gets down.
They're
Yes.
fun. Super
They're
fun.
awesome. They're really awesome, fun people. They go really hard. They have like they have like 3 bars in their house.
Do they?
Yeah, tiki bar, downstairs bar, and I'm gonna call the kitchen a bar.
Oh, the kitchen.
No, they don't.
They have 3: the downstairs,
they
the
have two.
tiki, the kitchen.
The kitchen is the kitchen. Now.
But you could
Oh my
make
God.
that. I could see them turn into a bar, definitely. You can make anything a bar, as long as it's flat.
Well, the main reason that you guys are here today is because, well, you do have a show coming up next week at the Moxie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with,
we do.
The unlikely candidates. That's fairly exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rager,
Yeah.
man.
I can't wait. So that's next Sunday, correct?
Yeah.
A week from today.
And following that, we have 2 more shows before that with the unlikely candidates.
Oh, nice.
Candidates.
Candidates.
Candidate.
Have you guys played with them before?
Yeah.
We have.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How's that been? Obviously good.
It was
It
awesome.
was fun.
It was
Yeah.
wild. They had
It was someone's birthday, and they destroyed a cake at the end of the set. It was
Oh.
awesome.
it
Yeah,
was,
they were all covered in cake. It was
it
crazy.
was a cake
Pi,
party.
you need to speak into the mic.
Yep.
Use your big boy voice.
The
here.
radio. Yeah.
Radio.
The radio voice.
XP.
Welcome to the Rooftop Sessions.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Doing good. So that's coming up. You guys just released a new album, an EP, Colors, which, as far as I can tell, is your best work so far.
Oh, thanks.
So,
yeah,
Good to hear.
I've been jamming out to it certainly all week,
thanks.
and I know a lot went into the making of this album as compared to some of your previous work. Is there any specifics you guys would mind sharing about that? I know you guys went to Nashville
Oh yeah.
to record this thing.
Um,
That's pretty exciting.
yeah, it was great. It kind of started as I don't think we intended to record out there when we initially started those conversations, if that makes sense. It was Taylor and I went out to
Okay.
Nashville to hang out with some friends, and we wanted to tour a studio. And by the end of that tour, we both were like, well, I think this could be really cool. We should go for it. And at that time, we didn't have any new music ready to go. We were still recording Point A.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we were about halfway through the recording process for that album.
Yeah.
And so we booked the studio time,
Okay.
just kind of, I guess, reaching high. Like, well, let's set the bar high and go for it and see what happens. And
What was the impetus behind going to Nashville in the first place? And I mean, excuse me, obviously Nashville's a very big music city, but kind of random for a little local Colorado band like you guys, huh?
Trying something new.
Okay.
And we met. So we went out and worked with a guy named Dan Diaz, and we met him when he was playing bass for a band called Civilian.
Okay.
And they were on tour. They came through Greeley, and we got to open that show and just met that night and stayed in touch.
And he had some connections to Nashville.
Yeah, so that's where he's from.
Oh, he's from Nashville.
And
okay.
he and his bud Cam work at the studio that we recorded at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys originally? You drove out there with Maria
Mm-hmm.
to like help her move, or why?
Just to go.
Okay.
Because
that's
they were
right.
visiting the
Taylor has
the
family,
studio.
and he's like, "Oh, Nashville's like the place, man." And all of us were like, "Okay." Like
Let's go.
I've never been there. Pie's never been there. I mean, I don't think so.
No, not until I went with you guys.
It was I mean, and then Devin and Taylor went, and they're like, "It's the Holy Land. Like,
It's cool.
y'all gotta
That's
go."
really cool.
And
Yeah.
there's some cool
Fun
spots.
place.
Shout out to Santa's. Shout out to what's that one diner? That little
Dino's.
Dino's.
Dino's Diner.
Shout out to everyone having a bachelorette party ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bachelorettes, bachelors.
Yeah.
Shout out to CMT, the Country Music Awards, CMAs. That was crazy.
Did you go to the CMAs?
No.
We were there during the CMAs though.
Oh, that's cool. So you
Yeah.
probably saw some stuff.
Yeah, sure. We saw Garth Brooks like 10 times.
That's pretty cool.
He has
No, we didn't.
No. You're lying.
I'm blind. I'm sorry.
So none of you had ever been out there before, apparently, and then you decide to pull this album together, and then you all go out there. What were some of your favorite things while you were out there?
Man, I think I don't know. This EP was like done kind of differently than the rest of them.
Okay.
It was like very thought out, and we're like, man, we're gonna like have these writing retreats. We're gonna like talk about like what this means in each part and like what our lyrics mean, and like we really like delved deep into these songs, and we really like sunk our teeth into them and kind of understood like, dang, Devin, you got some feels. Dang, Pie, your licks are tasty, and I really love that. I don't know. I mean, that felt like really really important to me, and like going out there in like a place that you've never been.
Did you
And-
guys drive out there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Overnight.
Road trip.
road trip in a busted up van.
Yeah, it was.
In a van that was breaking down.
Yeah, there was a crack in the radiator, and we didn't know it.
Yeah.
But we just kept. We had a case of water bottles, and I just kept filling like our coolant with the water
Yeah.
bottles, and as long as it stayed at a certain level, we were okay. But there was a big.
So you had to
crack.
keep pulling over. And
If anyone
Like
is
every 3 hours, we had to stop and check it.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
If anyone's ever seen what is it, Little Miss Sunshine?
Oh yeah, Scott.
Where they where they have to move the van to start it out, like when the what's it called, whatever goes out, the transmission, and they have to like push it to start it up and everything. We are in that same boat. We're like, it's not starting. We're like, oh, let's push it, you know, like, and try to do that. And
Oh yeah. There's
so I'm
that.
glad we saw that movie, because I mean I think that saved us, you know.
It still does it sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's kind of fun.
Sometimes you just have to like wiggle
Wiggle it,
for it to work now.
talk sweetly to
Interesting.
it. Come on,
Just pet the dashboard a little.
Gordon Van
what kind of van is this?
It's a
What kind of picture?
1997 Ford Club Wagon.
Ooh, club wagon.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's got the windows in it.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
prime.
Yeah.
Does it have the captain's chairs?
Oh,
It
yeah.
does have
It
captain's
does.
chairs.
Oh,
That's
it's
the
so
way
nice.
to do it. Do
It's
they?
such a good fit.
Is it the one where you can spin around and face backwards?
Oh
Do they?
no!
Oh, it doesn't do that.
But they're comfortable.
Okay.
It's like sitting on a cloud.
That's
Unfortunately, we are looking for a new van. So if anyone's listening, and we'll sell us a 15 passenger van.
Preferably a church van.
Oh.
The van that we have now there's a big church decal
Oh.
from the place that our drummer bought it from.
Or
Grace Bible Chapel.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
In Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
shout out
Shout out Grace Bible Church.
Black Sheep coming up.
GBC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe
There
we'll
you
see
go.
them.
We could we should
let's
take a
reach out.
picture there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should share the love. Be like, look at the van now. Look how messy inside it is.
Yeah, I love the picture of us like getting out of gas stations and seeing like these like grumpy tattooed guys like get out of this church van when somebody starts like smoking a cigarette and it's ridiculous.
So when you guys travel, who all goes with you? Obviously, the 5 band members, but then do you
It's
guys
u-
have some roadies that roll
It's
with
usually
you?
just us
The
5.
Just you
posse.
guys? Yeah.
Every now and then we get like a photographer friend or a friend that wants to tag along, and
Okay.
that's about it. We're our own roadies because our arms are so big.
I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Get it.
Probably works out 24/7.
All the time.
He he just lifts amps all day. He's just like, oh yeah, getting ready to load the van. But Devin is a wizard on loading the van. He's the Tetris man. Like
I love loading the van.
people,
Really?
people
It's so fun.
like weird things, and they're like, I'm gonna say get off to weird things, not in a sick way. I don't know. That's the expression. But see, watching Devin like load the van, it's like kind of
It's so fun. I love
like
it.
sexy. Like, not like because he's just like shoving it in and like placing everything so nicely, and you're like, there's no way he could fit all that in there, and he does.
Makes it happen. And then there's room for you guys to sit, obviously.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's great to watch. So
So no one else has that skill in the
that
band.
no, that's the real show. Silver and gold music's watching Devin load the van. Everyone should watch that. People are missing the main show.
Sell tickets. Start selling tickets, guys.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the man, the legend.
The man,
The
with
loader.
the plan, and
Yeah.
the band.
Yeah,
There you go.
I think so. If anyone moving companies or something, shout out D-Bones, the man.
Yeah.
He could fit anything anywhere.
D-Bones, is that your nickname?
Oh
Is
yeah.
that your roadie name?
That's what did that nickname came freshman year from
Yeah.
this guy.
I forgot why, but I was just kind of a douchebag, and I like when I met him, I'm like, I'm gonna put you in as D-Bone in my phone, and it's been that way since 2011. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never.
So that's how you guys met. Everybody in the band is back from
The
going
come
to
up.
school, going
Yeah,
to
going to
college.
school. Except
Yeah.
Taylor and I, we met in high school economics,
Okay.
and we didn't learn anything at all.
We
I learned how to spin a pen around my thumb.
Okay. I
And,
liked economics class.
and
in high
Taylor
Right.
would
Yeah.
color in his half-done tattoo with Sharpie.
school. Wow.
That's what we did in that class.
I'm proud to say I scored 100% on the state economics test.
Hey,
Dang.
shout out.
Boom,
What?
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I was pretty excited
We
about
need
that.
your help, man. If I
Yeah.
was saying, man, that's
I was
why
like,
we're broke.
obviously we didn't learn anything. If you were to look at our collective incomes,
Our massive amounts of debts
Yeah.
that we owe.
Well, so you guys all went to school. Was it for music or was it for other things? Philosophy, women's studies?
Wow.
What'd you guys go to school for?
Oh, I want you to guess. Not all of us were music. I mean, well, yeah, guess. If
I
you were to
think
guess, like, dang,
I'm going mathematician for you there, Brandon.
far out.
Is that right?
Guess everyone first. I don't know.
Well, I'm actually kind of surprised I don't know it for Devin or Pi here because we're fairly good friends at this point.
Yeah.
I'd like to say, but I don't know, Pi. What were you digging on?
I went to Ames. That could be
Ooh.
one. That could be one clue. I didn't go to UNC.
I bet computer sciences.
Oh,
That's a good guess.
pretty-
Yeah.
computer man.
Maybe
That's
it's just
very
the glasses,
related.
like the 1980 glasses.
Yeah.
You look like
It's gonna hack
Steve
in.
Jobs. Like
Yeah.
Hack into the
Hacker
mainframe.
man. I'm in.
What's your hacker name?
Nightwire. Nightwire is my hacker name. Nope. Nobody look me up. Don't at me.
Yeah.
Nightwire. That's pretty good. Did you just come up with that?
No, it's so. It was Devin has a pedal on his pedal board. I forgot what it even does, but it's called Nightwire. And we were just like sitting there one time, and I was like, "That's my hacker."
Nightwire.
That's pretty good.
Nightwire.
The hacker
It's a great
pedal.
pedal.
Yeah.
All right, Devin. Let's see. I'm gonna give you philosophy. I think you're going for philosophy.
I could totally see that.
I feel
Yeah.
like you
You're
just
so
listed what we all probably should have studied.
Yeah.
Well, lay it on me. What? Do
I do love math, man. I love math.
you just do it for fun?
I do. I just sit in my room. I'm like, oh, 3x plus 8 equals 24. Oh, yes. Like,
That's cool.
What is that?
5.
X equals
3.
No.
We didn't
I don't
find
know.
X yet.
Well, I'm actually elementary education. I went originally for music. Then I was like,
Okay.
actually, I don't know. I really wanted to teach, but the music part was crazy. And I'm like, I don't think I'm cut out for that. Like, I want to play music, but I don't want to be like classical man. Because I went for voice and bass, and I was like, this is intense. And I was like, I really just like want to teach. And elementary was my jam. I was like, yeah. So elementary
Okay.
education.
Okay, and
That's
then
fine.
play music on the side.
Right.
Awesome.
He started as a double major.
It was crazy. It's too much.
Voice and stand-up bass, right?
Yeah. It's too much.
It's a lot of standing up.
Yeah.
I don't like that. If there's stand up is in the name of the thing, I don't like it. But
Right.
or sit down.
Sit
guy.
Sit down bass.
Sit down.
What's the
bass.
sit down bass, huh?
Cello.
Yeah.
Cello.
Cello. You got a bass.
Right there, man. I guess you're right.
Love that movie.
So good.
School of Rock.
Really, that's the reason why we're a band. That inspired us.
That's part of it.
Is it really?
Sure. No, no. I mean, when I was growing up, that movie was definitely like, oh, I need to buy a guitar. And
Yeah.
Then I talked my mom.
I'm not
into it.
cool enough.
Yeah. So, it definitely shaped my childhood.
Definitely. All right. So then, Pi, what did you end up going for?
So I actually went to UNC for a year. That's how we met, and I was PE. So that was fun.
Oh yeah, because you're so jacked,
Because
and you work out every day.
because of my giant muscles. Can you hear them?
That's
That's
the
them.
sound of
Yep.
peak physical fitness.
I am the embodiment of. Anyways, so that didn't, for money reasons, that didn't work out. So I transferred to Ames, and I actually finished with an audio production degree.
That was my second guess. I mean, they do a lot of radio stuff over there.
Yeah.
I think they have a fairly decent program.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mostly did like recording studio stuff and a little bit of radio, but
Okay.
yeah, that's what and it was mostly just because I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I don't really practice it much,
Yeah.
but
But it's still kind of somewhat in line with
Yeah.
being in a band.
Mhm.
I mean, being around all that equipment, learning equipment, soundboards, and all that.
yeah,
Plugging in
Definitely.
microphones.
Mm-hmm.
that
Big
goes
things.
There.
Big,
Yeah.
big.
You could plug that in, man. You know how to plug them.
And then Devin.
I studied music with a business emphasis.
Okay. Be like some manager or something? Or was that the goal? Or was the goal always to just be in a rock band?
Get you a man that can do both.
I think I
Manage.
originally started wanting to study like the backside of music, the whole behind the scenes kind of stuff. But the more and more I went through the program, at the time, UNC's music business program was not what it is now. And so it was definitely just, I learned how to sing classically and then took almost a business minor. And so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you guys all met and fell in love and started Silver and Gold.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Did it come together as you guys just wanted to jam together, or were you seriously like, let's start a band and get some shows and some albums going?
I don't know.
A little of both. Pi and I played in a band together down in Denver for a bit.
Okay.
And when that
Continue.
kind of that when we stopped doing that, we kept doing open mics and playing like stuff like that up here. And then I think it was really like we sat down and we were like, we should start a band, and we asked Brandon, and then we went and played loudly in an apartment for a little bit and wrote like half of a song, half of Pilot, actually.
Okay.
So good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like a classic like round up the crew montage
Yeah.
pretty much from there.
Okay.
Yeah. One by one.
Yeah.
Assembled.
Assemble the team.
You have like power rings and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
forces combine and like
Power of heart.
Earth.
Yeah. Shape of a bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The super
Isn't
team.
that Wonder Twins? Or-
I think so. Something like that. Yeah, we each have our own super secret power, and we discovered it. And we're like, oh, wait a second. If we combined them, geez, we become two metals.
Hey, guys.
Silver and gold.
Boom. And that's I'm kind of surprised by that name because that's such a common phrase. I kind of can't believe how you guys tied that name down.
Right.
To be honest, how did that happen? Was it just
How we
easy?
came up with the name, or
No, like how
we
did you
lock it down?
lock it down? Like how did no one have that name
We had to
before?
there is another Silver and Gold on like Spotify.
Okay,
So
And
silver and gold, not the ampersand.
that's why we
Right.
have the ampersand in our name.
I noticed that. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah.
so if
We
you
had
s-
to fight off pawn shops like crazy. They're like, "What are you saying? Silver and gold? That's our territory." And we're like, "Nah, dogs."
But it's
Music-
usually gold and silver.
Right.
Because gold's more valuable, so they want to put it first.
Right. That's why we gave them the old switcheroo.
Yeah.
What to give the least valuable metals a chance first, you know? Let them have a crack at it.
Yeah.
why not?
But yeah, our Our SEO isn't that great though.
Okay.
For like, if you look up Silver and Gold, I mean,
There's a lot of other stuff
But-
out there.
there aren't a lot of bands.
Yeah,
That's interesting. Have you
Yeah.
had to communicate with these guys about having a similar band name?
No,
Has they even reached out to you, or you reach out to them?
no,
they haven't. I don't know if we'll ever hit that point. Or
Yeah.
not. I actually don't know if that band
Even
is
exists
still
anymore.
doing anything.
They haven't put anything out in like 4 years. So I
Yeah.
don't think.
Let's check. Maybe they're like our alternate other halves, really. And it's just one
It's-
sick.
It's definitely a little bit
Game.
more relaxed music. I'll say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys have some relaxing stuff, though.
Yeah,
I think.
but it's very relaxed. And we still. So I have been trying to get just the Silver and Gold handle for Instagram for a really long time, and it's this like lady. It's this like mom that hasn't been on Instagram in like 6 years, and she has like one post, and I've DM'd her a bunch, and obviously she doesn't log on anymore, and it's just there. It
That
just,
should be the next tour. Is like we go to meet up with it and like
We find
not,
her
not do anything like
and
well, just
ask
be like,
politely.
ask politely, like take her out to dinner
yeah.
and be like, hey,
Will you delete your Instagram?
Or change the name. How about Silver and Gold? One. Or any, you know.
became our manager. What if that? You know, what if this was a
Jeez,
whole
some
twist?
fate.
Yeah.
Her branding is terrible. She only has one post.
Well, dude, one's all you need.
She can't build a brand.
She's got the brand, dude.
Check out her gram.
One is all you need on her territory, man. That's all the people want. You gotta keep them waiting. Next 10 years, bah!
Well, I mean, that's fair because I check her Instagram all the time to see if it's still there.
See, that's what I'm saying.
She pulled me in, I guess.
Boom. Probably because you were looking for yourself.
How'd you find it?
This is silver and gold.
Oh. See, they have one album
Let's play it.
from 2007.
Play it.
Around. The,
Play it.
the classic song. It's cold where she lies. Take a listen.
Ooh.
So relax. Relax with silver and gold. Silver and gold. This is Spotify. Listen, yeah.
Are there words?
Oh no.
We're gonna skip ahead. Yeah.
This is putting me to sleep.
And this is from 07. So they haven't put
Oh.
anything out in a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Songs that get you in the feels. There's a song called Turnaround.
That's
about-
okay. I don't need to hear anymore. I've had enough. So that's the fake silver and gold.
Well,
That's
I really
the
hope.
fool's silver and gold.
Yeah. I hope
Just kidding.
our paths cross. You know.
I wonder if they ever will. Same with that lady. I wonder if it's that lady.
Oh.
The way that guy
Maybe.
the way that guy sounds
Could
doesn't
be.
look like her, but
Well, now you just.
now
assume.
I'm
you're
assuming.
just assuming and
Yeah.
judging, and that's
Yeah.
you know what happens then.
Yeah. Kermit the Frog didn't sound like a frog.
He's just a hand underneath,
Yeah. It's how do hands talk, man? Tell me that.
like that.
Do it. Oh, you're right.
You can hear it on the mic.
It's Kermit. We're the masters of sidetrack.
We are
Sorry.
way off base here. I don't even know what we were talking about.
Oh.
Oh, you guys majors, how
Giving
you
the people
met?
what they want.
Dude, they love it. They love it.
Yeah.
Silver and gold.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So let's talk about your music then a little bit. Obviously this album. Oh, here we go.
Sorry. You don't.
Oh, that's more than one post.
Yeah, I forgot. you know.
26, 9 followers, 9 following.
Sure, her ratio is just dead on.
Yeah, that's where you want to be.
Yeah.
She likes red lipstick and roses.
We need to contact her.
Oops, I just followed her.
Yeah. We should all follow her.
Actually, I don't. But so this new album, EP Colors, you guys had a different approach to this album than in the past. Can you maybe go into some detail about why and how that is the way it is? Whoever wants to
Well,
take it.
kind of like what Brandon had said way back. It was a lot more collaborative. We, like all 5 of us, sat down and worked through part after part after part as a group, and like really, we tried tons of different things. I actually found a video on my phone this morning of the very, very beginnings of Speak, which is the second real like full track on the EP. and it had this crazy like boo doo 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 like
Okay.
like 2008 metalcore synth riff going on.
Okay.
It's crazy, but
I'm sorry. I'm just
So-
Brandon is distracting us.
it was a lot. So it was a lot more collaborative than how we have composed in the past. And then the recording process, we drove out, and before we even recorded, we did 3 days of pre-production where we just set up in a room and played, song after song after song, and refined parts and changed things and kind of reworked everything until we reached, almost the final product that's recorded, which was really great. It was a new experience for us. I don't think we've ever really worked as a band in that setting, and it pushed all of us to, I think, play our best and kind of put out our best music.
That's pretty awesome. So, Devin, you write most of the lyrics, is that correct? Or
Mhm.
like, do you come to the band with like the basic framework for a song, and then you all just work off that, or has that been historically that way, or
Historically that way.
Okay.
It's usually like not even sometimes it's a full song, but most of the time it's just, well, I have these, like this chord progression or I have this melody that I really like. Let's try to write something around it.
okay,
Or it used to be Taylor and I would sit and write like weird, like rhythm guitar drum duo stuff, and that's always fun.
okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. And this album, actually, the single, you can name the single. I don't have it off the top of my head here, but it seems to have taken off on Spotify, which is just pretty freaking cool for you guys. I mean, that's got to feel awesome to put all your work into this album, into that single, and then have it kind of have some rewards
Absolutely.
almost immediately.
Yeah, I was shocked. I'm honestly still shocked. I'm like, wow, that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
The way that Spotify and the algorithm works, and how most of our listeners are in Chicago. Shout out to Chicago if you're listening.
Chi-town.
Chi-town, Boys Town, Ranch Square. Those are, if you're from Chicago, you know those spots.
You know.
You got all that lingo down, man.
Yeah.
Good job. Chicago. So basically, what happened? So you put the single up there, and within a week or so, you started noticing that this was going to be different than other music you'd thrown up on Spotify.
Yeah.
And you said we were talking about this before the show. You were just noticing it, just starting to get a lot of traction, and you could see that more than ever before, people were listening to it at the same time.
Well, yeah, I think a lot about the release was very intentional, and a lot about like how we're gonna release it, like even like what we did like before to like even make those songs. We're like, man, it's gonna be this way. It's gonna be this way. So like we really planned out stuff, and like we didn't plan for like the reaction though, and like I think that's what like caught us off guard. It's like, and it's good. Like I don't know. I think it shows like if you put in a lot of work into something, like sometimes unexpected cool things might happen.
You guys are famous. How does that feel?
I don't think I know how it feels yet.
Yeah,
It's
I
cool.
know.
Like the numbers are really cool, and it's definitely the most that we've ever had on a single thing, especially. But it's really cool to just see that progress because it's up to like something like 70,000 streams.
Yeah.
amazing.
The one song, which is amazing for us, and the most streams we've ever had on something before was like 17,000, and that was on a song we put out 3 years ago.
Okay, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
that had just been kind of building over
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
that was
going back.
that was cumulative, and
Okay,
yeah,
and this has been what you released this on.
That
Single.
That single came out December 14th.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, so it's been out.
so yeah, I just had this exponential
months.
curve. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really cool to watch.
It's still going strong.
Yeah.
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 That's pretty awesome, guys. And then, have you received any sort of positive feedback out of the norm from this taking off? Has anybody reached out to you?
Yeah.
Because of this? Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
some opportunities that we just aren't ready to take on
Okay.
yet. But it was pretty cool to see, like to get a couple emails come through, and we've been working with a consulting group up in Fort Collins called the Music District.
Okay.
And so any questions and things like that we have, or advice that we're looking for, and they can kind of tell it to us straight how they, well, we think that'll work, or we think that wouldn't, or maybe try this, or just, is this a real company that's emailing us?
Okay.
And they were like, yeah, these are really great opportunities.
That's the worst one.
Why are
Not
you doing
yet.
this?
I mean, I'm just kidding. that one's the worst
We're
one.
just getting us loaded up.
You
Yeah.
want a bad one or a not so bad one?
Oh God, dude,
This one's bad.
you're killing me.
You could just give me that one. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah,
So this,
But
we've gotten.
so yeah, we got a few emails from people that we never really expected to, and we just aren't quite at that point where we can like do anything with it yet.
Right.
But it's still cool to know that like our music, sparked somebody's interest that has some kind of standing in the industry, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just cool for
and,
us.
And some offers that we have gotten that we haven't announced yet, but like there's a few things that we are doing that are really positive because of that.
True.
Some really cool show opportunities and some
Bar
things coming up.
mitzvahs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can't say.
Yeah.
probably not yet.
Okay. All right.
Just Kendrick Lamar's 30th
Birthday.
birthday party. Uh-oh, spilled the
Uh-oh.
beans. Sorry.
Do you know how old he is?
Is he 30?
If you're right,
He might be like
I think he's
40.
26.
I'm looking it up.
26 years old. So 4 years. He's like, you know what? I think in 4 years, you guys will be at your prime.
Oh God, you were so close. He's 31, so maybe
Oh,
his 32nd birthday.
32nd. 32. That's
He-
right. I
He
mixed
was
it.
born in he was born in June. So yeah, June 17th. We're gonna be at the famous mansion.
That's right.
It's where they all hang out.
Oh yeah, that place.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a real place.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
Do you guys want to do this?
Not
No?
yet.
Okay.
Not yeah. We gotta build the tension.
Okay,
I
yeah,
mean, the
you're
tension
right.
I
is
can
building.
smell it. And I don't like it.
Yeah, this room
know.
smells like
I
hot
would
sauce
just
right
like to
now.
note that Brandon gave himself the least bad one out
Well,
of
I was
all of
asking
the hot
around.
sauce scoops.
I asked you.
Brandon goes,
I
"Hey,
asked
do you guys want to eat this? It's terrible. I'm gonna only take the smallest bit possible."
I asked. I was
Just
like,
so you guys know.
When I was going around. I was trying to be courteous. We could trade. You want to trade?
Yeah,
Okay.
totally. I definitely
Alright.
want to trade.
Oh, this one sucks.
So, as we teased at the beginning of the show, we have this bottle of hot sauce sitting on the table here, just staring us in the face. My stomach is just churning thinking
So-
about it right now, looking at it.
It's a really bad
I'm
time.
starting to sweat.
There's no
It
positives.
hurts. Like it's not even like it just hurts. Like I don't even call it hot.
Why?
Like
Why?
I don't know. I don't. They don't say why.
Well, I got a story to share because last night I was over at the local hipster taco shop,
Mm.
and I'd had a few beers in me, and I ordered a couple tacos, and they have a few selections of hot sauces that they make in house there. They're all very delicious. The one that I really like is called Beet the Ripper, and it's like this
yeah.
beautiful pinkish purple beet. It's made with beets colored hot sauce. And then it's made with a Carolina Reaper pepper, which is
Oh,
apparently one of the spiciest peppers in the world. And this sauce is good. I usually put it on my tacos, just a dash though, and I'm good to go because it's freaking hot, but it tastes really good. Last night though, I don't know. I got a little heavy-handed, and basically half the bottle ended up spilling out onto my taco. One taco.
It's gnarly.
And like I had said, I had a few beers, and I was just to that point where I didn't care, and I just
You're
shoved that whole
"I'm
taco in my
going for
mouth.
it." You're so brave.
And I only paid for it for the next 15 minutes
Wow.
and this morning too. But
See,
Ooh, yeah.
those are the moments,
It
man.
was
Those are
nasty,
golden
dude.
moments.
just had tears rolling down my face. Just like the bartender's like, "Are you okay?" I'm just like,
Just going through a lot right now, you know. You just.
it was rough. It was raw, dude.
I love that about hot sauce. You know, it really exposes us. You
It's
know, it
just-
really like gets down to the nitty gritties.
And then it just by chance today, you just happened to. Oh, I've
Yeah.
got an idea. Let's do more
Yeah.
hot sauce. I'm like, no,
Every
I already
day.
died last night.
Yeah. I don't know. Someone told us. They're like, yeah, dude, we gotta get Cole this week. You know,
Yeah.
hot sauce him. We're gonna hurt his insides and
Oh,
laugh
God.
about it more.
Oh god, I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I have
Me
more beers
either.
in here,
It's
though.
gonna be. It's fun.
It's
It's a
fun.
good family event.
Yeah.
Hot sauce.
The hot sauce.
Hot
eating.
sauce is a good
Hot
family
sauce.
event.
Yeah.
I mean,
think
it
so.
only lasts about 5 minutes, and then it
Okay.
kind of goes away. But
Yeah.
when you do a little dab,
A little dabble to you.
Yeah. A little dab will do you. Cole, what's the craziest thing that's happened on this podcast show?
You guys showing up.
Oh, snap.
Ooh,
This
dang.
is madness. This guy's trapped in this room with three wild dudes.
The craziest thing that's happened. Well, this is the 4th episode, so there hasn't been a lot of time for things to unfold at this point. But
That's fair. No like rowdy bar fights.
nothing super rowdy. No. Shout out to the first band, Chain Station, that came on. They hooked it up fat. They all brought their instruments, and we did a little acoustic. They're bluegrass actually, so everything's
That's
acoustic.
awesome. Yeah.
But they did like a 3 or 4 song set
That's so cool.
just in this room. It was pretty sick, dude.
Dang.
So
nice.
shout out to them.
Okay.
That was awesome.
That's what's up.
I do like to ask the artists that roll through here if they're willing to play a song, and I did ask you guys.
Devin brought his guitar,
Devin brought a
man.
guitar and this.
And
what,
the kalimba.
what is this called? The kalimba.
Well,
Yeah,
kalimba.
Pi and I can collectively play the kalimba. It's like, for those who don't know what the kalimba is, it's like a doorbell.
No.
They used to use them as doorbells.
Did they
No.
really?
Yeah,
Nope.
it's a
No.
fact.
Back
It's a
in
proven fact.
Ancient Greece, they used. those
Ancient
doorbells.
Greece, the kalimba was
It's,
originally it was the doorbell.
So if you're just listening, I know
it's
most
from
of you-
Africa.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's actually from Africa.
Oh,
Was this one from Africa?
No, that one is not.
That one
but
looks
the
like it's-
kalimba itself is.
I was gonna
What's
say it has
from
English
Africa?
on there.
Lord of the Rings one.
I don't know.
There you go.
That's what it sounds like.
It's a beautiful sound.
It's very nice. It's basically these little metal tabs, and that's basically acoustic chamber
Yeah.
that you just flick these little metal tabs, and you make music.
Yeah.
Not like that, but someone can make music on it. I can't.
That's fun.
So what made you guys all get into music? Like why? I mean, obviously School of Rock.
School of Rock.
School of
yeah,
Rock,
Jack
obviously.
Black only.
Yeah, but
Jazz band.
Man.
Jazz band for me, man. That was
did you play bass your whole life? Was
played?
that-
Well, I started out on the trombone. Shout out to trombones. Then I played the drums and then tuba. I fell in love with the tuba, but our jazz band needed a bass player, and our band teacher's like, "Hey, you know, you look like you're not very good at the tuba or trombone." And I was like, "You're right." And he's like, "Well, why don't you try the bass guitar out?" My sister was in a band. She called it a band. She had a bass guitar,
Okay.
and they would just like pretend to play. And she's like, "Here you go." And really, is my big sister.
So you
giving
picked
me
up the bass at that point, and then
just
it was just magic.
just magic.
Magic in your
You
hands.
know, I was like, wow.
They
He's
call
like-
you Magic Hands, Brandon.
They call me Magic Hands, Slappy the bass,
Slap you in the bass face.
Slappy in the bass face, Brandon fella. Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Interesting.
I don't know, jazz band.
Okay. And that's high school.
Middle school for
Middle
me.
school, okay.
That was prime awkward era.
Because this isn't awkward at
Right?
all.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Our whole lives, our whole lives are middle school.
You're still waiting to get out.
Yeah, that for sure. Jazz
Okay.
band.
Okay. How about the rest of you? Of yous?
So I started playing guitar when I was like 12, and I took a little bit of lessons, and it helped a little, but I always did like band and stuff.
Okay.
Going through school, but playing guitar, I just kind of sat in my bedroom and played, and I was always like in choir and stuff, and I always enjoyed it. And I didn't really start playing in like the first experience I had playing in a band or anything was actually with Devin, in that other band we played in Denver for a while. So I didn't really get into the whole playing guitar in a band thing until like halfway through college.
Wow.
So I'm a late bloomer for sure.
We knew that.
Yeah, look how handsome you are now. You're so handsome. Going into a young man.
Fine young man.
Yeah.
Pie Lombardi. How about you, Devin?
I think it probably started around middle school.
Okay.
I wanted to learn an instrument, and I started on bass, and I chose bass because everyone else played guitar. So,
True.
and then my grandmother gave me an Under Oath album.
Your
Your
grandma,
grandma.
did?
Yeah, for Christmas.
What a cool grandma.
She said,
I didn't know that.
I just walked into the store and I asked what kids your age are listening to, and they told me this one. And it was Define the Great Line by Under Oath. And from there on, I wanted to grow my hair out and play heavy music. And in high school, played in like screamo bands. And
Okay. Did you do the screaming?
I
If
a
you say
little
yes,
bit.
you're gonna have to scream right now.
Oh yeah, bust it out.
No,
Bust it out.
Bust it up.
And
Bust
then-
it up.
Bust it out. Come on, Devon.
I
Let me
don't
hear you.
think I can.
Yeah.
Debone.
Yeah, I don't know if I could still do it.
Hey,
Hey, you.
come on.
That's
But
our
Maybe after the
prized
hot
possession
sauce.
right there.
Maybe after the hot sauce.
yeah,
Those-
maybe
we
after
need
the hot sauce,
we need
I'll
those
have
pipes.
no choice.
Don't break your
We need to
pipes.
protect his pipes.
That's true.
Okay,
That's true.
they're
So yeah,
precious cargo.
a combination of Under Oath and then high school choir. That was kind of
Okay.
what really took me into wanting to sing.
Nice. Did any of you guys do the marching band?
Oh, yes. That
Yes.
was my pride and joy.
Yes.
Mine-
I don't think Brandon did.
Oh no,
Oh, you didn't?
I did. I was like a fiend. Me and Claire were fiends for marching band. Her and I were both drum majors, I think.
Yeah.
At the
would-
same school?
No,
No.
she was. So she's from Fort Collins, and I was in Columbine High School, Littleton, and we were battling. Actually, I don't know if we ever saw each other, but for the story's sake, we were like versing each other. My band versus her band, battle of the bands.
What year did you graduate?
2012.
Ooh, you are young. How you guys are
Young?
young?
I'm
Yeah.
old now. My back. How old are you?
I graduated 09,
Okay.
Loveland High School. Just a little. We have a little marching band program over there. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. The Loveland High School Crimson
dude.
Regiment
Okay, LHS.
represent.
C.
I only took state a few times. I don't know.
Holy
Not a big
cow.
deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Dang, my band was terrible because they let me be drum major. But shout out to Brett O'Neill. He was a great instructor. I don't want to talk smack. That's a good group. There was a lot of love. There was some lot of love. Marching band, hey,
Too much love?
yes. Band kids.
They need to learn to keep their hands to themselves. Sometimes, I
Exactly.
think so.
Sometimes, yeah. You just got a lot of feelings. I have a lot of feelings.
I did marching band.
Yeah.
I went to a school outside of Steamboat Springs with about 100 kids ish,
Okay.
give or take.
The whole school?
Yeah, that was the high school had about. I think there were 88 kids when I graduated. I graduated with like 25 people. But my last semester there, I had a free period, so I joined band and I played electric bass because
Sorry.
I'm good. For
I'm
now.
passing out. beers right now.
and they did a marching band, quote unquote marching band. It was just kind of a activity we did one time, and we did it in the gym for like a pep rally one time, and I had a little wireless pack on my electric bass.
That's so tight, though.
And I was playing through a PA, and you couldn't even really hear it, but
Yeah.
I've sure marched with everyone.
That's the tight thing about bass a lot of times.
'Cause
You
no-
just-
You all played bass. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
At one point or another, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, though. I mean, I just want to point out, like, marching band was probably the reason high school was tolerable. Like,
Yeah.
marching band was freaking awesome.
It's such a good
What did
place.
you play?
I played sax, alto sax for 3 years.
There you go.
Okay.
And then senior year, I made it to the drum line. So I was one of them cool kids.
Holy cow. What'd you play on the drum line?
Well, I started out on snare,
Dang.
but I wasn't good enough. Like, I auditioned really well, so like, oh crap, Cole can play some snare.
Nick
'Cause I
Cannon
like-
over here.
Cause I nailed one of the riffs or whatever, and they just like my whole audition panel was just like, oh snap, they're looking
this
at
guy's
yeah,
got it.
and they throw me on the snare drum, and I couldn't. Do it.
That's
It
okay.
was super complicated. I'd never played a drum in my life before that. But then they said, you know what, we got something else for you. Why don't you just go ahead and play that bass drum over there?
There you go. Honestly,
But it was
bassline's tight.
yeah, bass line was sick, dude.
That's I feel for that.
Yeah.
Bassline kids are way cooler than any other kid. Cool.
Oh, we had a blast, dude. Still friends with those guys.
Yeah, that runs deep.
It was tight.
When you play bassline, that's a family.
Yeah.
And you might not want to be a part of that family, but you're in that family.
It's just like family.
Dang. Yeah, take us back.
Good old days. The good old
We
days.
should make adult marching bands that just run around the streets, causing havoc.
We still got a buddy that does competitive, like
Oh,
drumline
there-
stuff
yeah.
as an
Oh, yeah.
adult.
PCI.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm talking about low key, like gangster stuff,
like
you know?
street march.
Street march.
That's the thing.
Street line.
Yeah,
I'm on
dude,
that street line.
street
I
line.
think he just made it up.
We're going down. If anyone wants to join my rowdy marching band group, dude, we're gonna march the streets. March the streets.
for a cause or just just
Or just walk around.
Just walk.
He's
Yeah.
just doing it to do it.
We're walking around with tubas. Sousaphones.
Sousaphones, yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
not marching tubas. Not any of that fancy stuff. Sometimes I just say things. They need I usually don't have a mic at shows because I go on weird tangents.
Because you start talking in the middle
I
of
just
the
start. Well,
song.
yeah, they're like, stop, man. Like, I don't know. It's bad news.
Yeah, me and him are barely allowed to talk.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work out.
It
No.
doesn't work out. You know,
I like some banter on stage.
some banter.
Usually the banter that we offer, it just doesn't go over as well.
No.
No, I mean,
We're not as charismatic as Devin and Claire. I
yeah,
don't
they're
think.
so suave.
Okay. They are.
They're handsome and beautiful.
We just kind of make jokes that go over, like we're standing a little over the crowd, and like jokes literally go over their heads.
Yeah, they're like, are they talking?
Those
Did he
words.
just say English?
Do you fear death?
Explain.
Making Pirates of the Caribbean. One year we dressed up like pirates for a Halloween show, and I kept doing quotes from Davy Jones from one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and he has like that French accent, and it was like, "Do you feel death?" And I kept saying it, and I said it on stage, and everyone literally I think one person was like, "Ah."
I know that.
Hey, you seen that song?
Which one?
Turn.
No.
Do it.
Please.
No.
I
can't.
I need to listen to
It
it.
can't just
I
have
want
no
it to
context.
be recorded, but can you just
What
do
do you
it
need?
for me?
Play the flicky thing and then sing the song.
Yeah, there's context.
No, there's not. Maybe later.
Oh, I just love it. Oh boy.
Man, this is just a teaser show. We're teasing
Yeah.
I
this hot
know.
sauce,
What is this?
teasing music.
I thought we were
teasing
here for
singing.
the deets. Give me the deets.
Silver and gold deets.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in legal hot water for doing such a great cover of that song.
Yeah.
Copyright infringement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it.
Speaking, what's the most illegal thing you've done? Just kidding. What have you gotten away with? How can the IRS find you? Everyone, comment now.
It's tax season.
I should look to see if
Do you
people are
fear
commenting
taxes?
on the video.
What are you looking up? Comments?
Yeah, I forgot that's a thing.
Yeah, I guess people might ask questions.
What are our numbers?
Yeah. What's the stats, dude?
What's-
Give it a hard 7.
It looks like everyone tuned out a long time ago.
Good
Uh-oh.
chance.
Just kidding.
Good chance. We banter and
Yeah, guys. Anyone listening out there, if you have any questions for the band, I'm sure they won't answer it, but you can type them up and
definitely
we
not.
We'll
may
tell
read it.
You'll ask, and then we'll tell you a really weird story that has nothing to do with it.
Yep.
Well, there are
Pretty
there are
much,
questions.
so-
Though.
Oh,
Are there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's,
Oh,
let's go back.
let's
Let's
read
see.
them up.
Sorry, guys.
Take it back.
We're terrible live streamers. Oh gosh.
Hey, my uncle says hi.
Oh, what's up? What's his name?
Gerald.
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 Uncle Gerald.
Laura Dross, Taylor's mom.
Oh,
What's
shout
up?
out.
Oh,
So much
Oh,
family
hey,
support.
from Nola.
Brandon.
I feel it now. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Oh no.
Brandon hurt. Taylor's parents.
You're right. It's Taylor's own choices. He makes some wild choices. The Dross family.
They just.
Oh, is that? Sorry, is that feeding back? Is
there
that
we
my-
go.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's see.
Laura
sorry.
Dross is
My
a
dad
lovely
says
lady.
hi. Jesse Williams says he loves you.
Oh, Jesse Williams.
Alberto
Wow.
says why.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
Why?
Shout out
Why
Salida del
what?
Sol.
Why, Alberto?
Why? Because we can.
Because
we
I
want to.
We're
gotta.
going
Yeah.
live.
Don't blame us for taste bad choices. What's that about? What's that story about?
Oh, we were just talking about when we were talking about the Dross family
Oh, sorry.
and they can
They're-
partay.
Yeah.
And you don't know how to count people's bars and houses.
What? They,
Oh yeah.
Taylor
Brandon
will.
can't count.
Well, no, Taylor will. He'll come up here and be like, "Yeah, my family's got bars. They got like they're rappers, dude.
Multiple bars.
They're gonna throw down some bars.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
what he meant. They can rap really well.
They got bars, dude. Laura Dross,
bars.
Laura, Greg,
Bars.
Dross,
Bars. Bars.
Migos.
Yeah.
They call them Migos. They call the Dross family Migos sometimes
Why?
because they got bars.
They got bars.
They got bars. This is great audio.
This is not trash audio.
No.
This is really highbrow.
Highbrow, like this beer brow. Highbrow beer.
Have you been to Highbrow yet?
Mm-mm.
I haven't either. I was
No.
just gonna ask if you have,
Highbrow
because
Tap House.
just opened.
They did just open. I've not been over there yet. I don't know why.
Do they brew? Do you know if they brew
I don't think they brew over there.
But yeah, it looks cool
Yeah, it does look cool.
from what I've seen.
I am
From,
so lazy when it comes to getting out of my ass from
Well,
where I live.
Let's say you live in the mecca of
yeah,
places to go in
I
Greeley.
do. I do, and it's just hard to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Stop. You guys just need to keep your hands to yourselves,
Sorry.
okay? This is an adult podcast
Band kids,
Band
right?
kids,
For
yeah.
adults.
Am I right?
by adults for adults.
Devin told me not to talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it. We play a game called Dad, and
You should just leave it there and not explain.
that's right. We have a game called Dad. Guess what it is about? Don't spill it. Don't spill out your beer.
Oh no!
No, there's this nice carpet. I want everyone to see this rug. Don't choke.
Devin has just lost it.
Beer coming out my nose.
Oh my
I
god!
see it.
Brandon, you killed my friend.
Here, can we get a napkin?
Anyone out there? Can we get a napkin? Anyone watching this?
Can someone else DM a napkin? I'm sorry.
You're
You're too funny, dude.
Okay, so what's this dad about? I need to
No,
know.
we're gonna leave it there.
No, you brought it up.
No.
This is the rooftop session.
Ooh, I really want to talk about it.
You
but
have
I
to.
said no. It's a teaser section.
Teaser section.
I'm just gonna leave it. Being dad is really cool. And if you want to be dad,
It's like it's just a advanced game of tag, basically.
yeah,
We'll leave it there. There.
advanced tag.
Dad. Does the loser say daddy?
No.
No.
There's no
No,
dad. There's
no.
no daddy involved. It's not weird.
Well,
Oh, it's not weird.
the winner says dad.
It's just a game.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes, we have napkins for
Thank
Devin.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Thank you.
Our super.
Thank you, Carla.
Guys,
secret
do you
angel
want to
out
do
there.
this? You guys want to do the hot sauce or not?
sauce?
Man, are we doing this now? Or is this too early? Are we gonna peek?
I don't know.
I don't because
Oh.
this is the stuff.
No,
Well, we have a question
We're an
here.
hour in.
Okay.
Are we an hour in already?
I think so.
Dang, dudes.
Jeez.
We did have a question about one of y'all's drinking Windex.
Oh.
Is that a real thing?
Oh yeah. That was Windex.
Why?
It was not Windex.
Have
It
you-
was,
so
it was Blue Gatorade.
Oh, okay.
yeah, Blue
And-
Gatorade.
It was for the music video. And Brandon just showed up that day with a bottle and Gatorade. He's like, guys, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And that,
Well, in a part of the song, we made a music video, and it was like office work stuff. You know, everyone having a stressful time, and I was the janitor, and there's a part that's like addiction is a silly drug, and meanwhile, I'm supposed to be addicted to Windex.
In the video?
Oh, I didn't know that there was actually like a
A story.
I mean,
storyline.
I
I
don't-
thought you were just being a
That's the
dum-dum.
storyline, man.
It's not the storyline.
That's the storyline.
Okay.
You don't know my
Okay,
character,
okay. Yeah,
Pi.
I don't.
He's really deep. He's a really deep
You-
character.
You definitely had the most camera time. I think you had the most depth.
My character has a big story.
You're a star, man. What can I say? Camera loves him.
You know that guy?
No.
Oh, you gotta.
Oh,
I almost
God.
did
You
it.
almost
You snake
got
in the
it.
grass.
You almost got it.
No, I had a family, man, and I lost that family because my addiction to Windex. That's why I got into the janitorial
What's the point of
services. I was just really into it, man.
Were you watching like My Big Fat Greek Wedding? Because have you seen that
Oh
movie?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
such
Did
a
he-
great movie.
did
It's
they
been
do-
a minute.
Do they drink the Windex?
They don't drink it, but the dad. Well, maybe they do because the dad.
He
thinks
uses it as like a home remedy for everything.
For everything.
Like athlete's foot. Did you put Windex on it?
Exactly.
Oh. No.
Is that where you got the idea?
I think he just wanted to look like he was drinking Windex. But
I really wanted to just.
yeah.
You should have thrown a Tide Pod in there too.
Oh, see? I
That's-
know.
That's the real
So-
addiction.
But funny thing about that Windex is that bottle stayed on our counter for weeks after, still full of Gatorade, and we would still drink.
It got gross after. Those bottles
Gatorade
aren't meant to
out.
drink out of though.
No.
Even when they're brand new, like it got a little weird
I
and
cl-
funky in there.
Yeah, I cleaned it, but yeah, you're right.
thought it
Those
tasted
bottles,
fine.
Really?
it just starts to taste like plastic
Like it reacted with the
Plastic,
Gatorade.
with the Gatorade. The-
chemical.
Well, did you guys forget about it and then try using it for
Chemical
like actual Windex?
no, we don't clean. Windex, cleaning windows.
Yeah, we don't clean.
No.
We just don't clean our windows.
Right. No,
Our blinds are always shut.
no window is.
Sunlight.
Yeah, you guys are quite white.
Yeah, quite
Skin
white.
tone. I mean,
Seriously, pasty, man. Look, I'm Mexican, and I'm somehow the whitest one almost. Look at that.
Your
But
laughter
yours
out
is
there.
mainly like tattoos, though. So that your skin.
Is Devin the only one with tattoos?
Oh, we got some cool ones.
Oh no, he's got
If you have one on your ass, I need to see it right
Taylor's got a
Okay.
bunch too.
now. Oh no.
He don't.
What, you want your ass?
He doesn't.
Okay.
He
doesn't.
doesn't. He just wanted to
You
show
know.
you. He just wanted to show you his
You've
butt.
seen his ass.
I think
I've never really said this out loud on air, but I have a really hairy butt. And I'm like kind of ashamed of it. So
I think you need to have a spin-off episode where you just interview him about weird confessions because this is going some places.
is this what what is it when you confess? Is this what confession is like? I feel good about it,
I grew up Catholic, and yes, it's exactly that.
Mr. what,
Mister.
Preacher. I'm sorry. But
Anyways, your tattoo though. Show him the fit.
I got a fish
Oh, there
man.
it is.
Melanie
from-
Steinway.
Is that from SpongeBob?
You know, I get that a
Sorry.
lot, and I don't know where it's from. It's kind of from my brain. I was like, I want an ugly fish, man. I want like the opposite of a mermaid. I want a merman, and I want it to be ugly.
Opposite. So it's the,
But it's a really
the head
beautiful
of a fish.
tattoo,
That is actually pretty cool.
and the legs of a man. He's fancy, but my favorite part. No, I mean I love the tattoo. the secret part that came after, like I just didn't like. It was just like in the moment, but he got this huge bulge. And
can
it's
see
kind of
that.
fun.
Wow,
He's packing
I
heat.
didn't notice that.
That's fun.
He's packing some heat.
Dang.
It's a big fish bulge. I don't know what to say,
It's
man.
like yeah.
I told him that he needs to get a lobster woman on the other arm.
And
Ooh.
I really want that to happen.
A sexy lobster woman.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like a pinup girl with like a lobster face.
yeah.
Oh,
The weird antennas come.
Yeah. I'm a sea bug.
Yeah. I would like that. But they're covered in beautiful art. These
I can
guys.
see that.
Yeah.
Do you
Uh,
guys like have a go-to artist, or do you change it up?
Oh yeah.
we go to this guy up in Fort Collins. His name is Todd Showdown at Heart and Skin, and he's phenomenal.
Yeah, check him out.
Both of you guys utilize the same.
Yeah.
We both have like two artists, and they've basically done. Then the other guy's his name is Bryce Hudgen. He tattoos at a place called Art with Heart in, is it in Arvada? Aurora. I get the A towns mixed up. But so yeah, between both of us, it's been those two guys. Both great. Shout out to both of them. They're
Pi really loves Taylor and got Taylor
Oh,
tattooed on.
yeah. One of my tattoos I got by Todd. It looks exactly like our drummer, wearing boxing gloves,
He loves Taylor.
so I can carry him with me
He
wherever I
just
go.
Loves him.
Was it supposed to be like that?
No.
Okay.
You're gonna get
It was just
married.
Todd drew it off of an old photograph of like a boxer,
Okay.
and it just happened to look like that. But I just kiss it sometimes when I'm in front of Taylor, just to remind him.
How much you love him?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
Alright.
we both. I don't. Do you have any other artists?
Turn
I
your
really-
sound off,
Oh, you got
sir.
the you got the one Nashville one.
Yeah.
Brandon, your
this
sound is
is-
coming through.
Oh, jeez, sorry.
I
Oh.
pretty much just go to Todd now. This one was a flash. Taylor and I both have this one from that trip that we went out to Tennessee.
Oh, cool.
We actually got tattooed by Mike Fight, who in the tattoo world is pretty big, and then passed away not too long ago.
Oh no.
Which is sad, but his work is phenomenal. Kind of a legacy in tattoo work.
Yeah, y'all
That's
got
kinda
some
cool.
Beautiful ones, man.
Yeah.
Brian Robertson's dad.
What does he
Sorry.
say? What do you say?
He just said dad. It's funny.
How many people know about this dad game?
A couple now.
Couple others.
Probably like 7 people total.
Overslept
5 of us are in
was
the band.
playing.
Oh, it's a multi-band.
Multi-band thing, but
It's hard to do multi. I think
because
we got to divide it into separate games between bands, because once you get like over 5 people in this very specific game of tag, it's very convoluted. Yeah.
yeah, because what happens when dad's in Asia? Then what?
Yeah.
You gotta fly to Asia to be good dad? It's
Yeah.
a lot of work.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well,
at all.
being it gives you the title of dad.
You want to be dad.
Okay.
Always.
You
And
wanna
then
be
you just
dad?
want to run away from everyone.
Oh, I see.
Unless you're trapped on on the
That's-
podcast.
That's
interview
that.
with
That's
them.
it.
That's
Yeah,
basically
it's,
it.
It's
You
almost
guys
like,
suck.
reverse tag.
Yeah.
If
Pretty
you're
much.
it, you don't want to be tagged.
You don't
and
wanna
you
be
try to
tagged.
get
Yeah.
away.
So you run away from everybody.
Yeah.
Sardine.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, that's
Yeah,
it.
that would be hard with other bands if you're in like different cities. Like
Yeah.
they would be dad forever. Do you guys have like a point system? Like a time?
That's
It's a sore subject.
Oh. Yeah, we're not.
We're not
Another
prepared for
time.
that.
Another time.
time. That's another podcast.
Oh.
Teasing it. You guys are just
We could do a whole
Well,
episode.
You know what? Because
Well, so what makes the game difficult is you have to tag. The only spot you can tag someone is on the inside of their knee.
Okay.
So you have to sneak up on them and slap them as hard as possible on the inside of their knee.
Thigh.
The higher up.
He
the
didn't
better.
want to say thigh.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
didn't want to say thigh.
Yeah, why not?
It's the
then?
thigh.
Can you go from behind or in front, or does it matter?
See,
It doesn't matter.
yeah, you just gotta get in there.
Sneak attack.
Yeah. So it's like not a game you want to start with people you're not comfortable with that.
Yeah.
You gotta
You know,
How close are you guys as a band?
Very close.
very close.
like
Do you guys share the bed, same bed?
physically
Not bed.
No.
or physically or emotionally or
All of it.
very close.
No,
Yeah.
we're family members
I
at this
sleep-
point. It's
yeah.
just a big weird marriage.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because
I think that's illegal.
It is, but
I
we
know,
were talking about.
we're exposing the
Yeah.
deets. This is where we let it all out, man.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I sleep above Devin.
Do you guys have a
technically.
bunk bed? So we
His
have more
room
space
is-
for activities?
His room is above mine.
Okay.
And our bathrooms are like right above each other. And sometimes you can talk through
Yeah.
the vent, and it's really
can-
awesome. It's really
if we're
cool.
both in the bathroom, you can literally talk to each other like you're standing
crystal
next to
clear,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So if you're both
Yeah.
doing the business,
doing
and
Yeah.
the business.
Because it'd be like, hey, are you pooping? Yeah, I'm pooping too.
couldn't you just hear that without talking about it?
We could, but
But it's nice to
it's nice to just get that
nice
out.
to explain. 'Cause what if you're just like accidentally just dropping a bunch of
Like, what if you knock your deodorant off into the toilet and it plops?
you
Like,
know like
You'd want to say that.
Yeah.
Something about that.
Yeah.
you gotta clarify. We're not mad people. We're not wild folk, you know.
Yes, you are.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You
Say
guys
if
are crazy.
anything, this podcast has proved the opposite.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think people can relate.
Yeah, if we didn't have a following now, we
we-
sure don't.
we,
You're not.
we got a question.
Okay, yeah.
Let's read it.
What's your favorite song to play live?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's this. Come on, guys. This is a real life podcast. Just kidding.
I like
What?
You started,
Yeah,
so you're
yeah,
good to
you did.
go.
I was waiting for someone to interrupt.
Answer the question, Brandon.
I don't know. Let me think. Actually, I don't know.
Favorite song to play. What's your
I like I think I like the song off of our new album called Speak. Just cuz it's like a song that I have to like pay attention, and I play something that's like kind of hard for me to play, but I get a lot of satisfaction out of like actually doing it right, cuz sometimes there have been more difficult songs that we've played in the past where like it's really hard, and I live for some reason I just get the yips and I just never get it right. But that song has been fun for me to do.
The yips.
Get it down.
I like the corn, like the do 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 do.
Oh
Like is that Motor Jams?
yeah.
That you playing that? Oh my gosh. There's some songs that like I don't know. I love playing in this band because I really like listening. Like I really like the music that we make, but like I don't know, like hearing like Devin kill on the vocals is just like sometimes I just like sit back and I'm like, oh snap! Like those are some of my favorite songs to play. Like when you dig in, and I'm trying to think, like Untitled. I don't know. I like lose it when you play Untitled. It's like on our first like EP. It's just like you dig in. Like if you want to hear Devin scream, he kind of screams. You get a little raspy. That's my favorite.
We had to stop playing that one live because I would lose my voice after.
Oh no.
Lose your
Yeah.
voice. Just kidding. Don't lose your voice.
Well, one thing that I really enjoyed at the last show was Brandon's dancing.
Oh,
You were
thanks.
getting down, dude. It was pretty entertaining to watch. I was right there. I was like right in the bass speaker system basically, and you were just jamming out.
Well, to be
It
honest,
was very fun to watch.
I do get like very nervous at shows, and like me getting in my zone, just like doing it, dancing, just like we're playing
Gets those
music, we're
nerves out.
getting it. Like that's me kind of just like focusing,
Dealing with it, dealing
Yeah.
with life,
I think so.
putting those emotions away,
Yeah,
releasing them.
That's cool that the way that you deal with it, people enjoy though.
I know.
Because for me, it's just like looking down, like,
Oh no.
oh God, everyone's looking at me.
Yeah,
When they're all looking at Brandon.
Yeah.
just the feet, and then Devin and Claire.
Moving on. Devin, what's your favorite song on the radio?
Oh man.
Claire Jensen. Her name is Claire
Yep.
Jensen.
And we're moving on.
His name is Robert Paulson.
Gary Paulson, my favorite author. Hatchet is a great book. What's your favorite song to play live, Devin?
Kind of caught between two. Off the new one, Coming Around is probably my favorite one to play from the new EP itself. It's just fun and really high energy, and I think it showcases a lot of like new and old things from us. But overall, I think Ghost is probably my favorite song to play.
Okay.
The bridge part, and Taylor just slays on drums, and it's fun. It's just real fun.
Do you guys have a favorite cover song to play?
I like playing "Hang Me Up to Dry."
I noticed.
I was a huge Cold War Kids fan back in the day. Like Robbers and Cowards, it's one of my favorite albums. I'll stand by it.
I like that the crowd likes that song.
It's fun to hear live.
Yeah, it's fun to hear. I don't.
I love it.
I personally I don't think it's that fun to play, but it's if the crowd is having fun, like that's part of the, what makes it cool. So, I would say of all the covers we play, probably that one.
I like hearing Claire rip on that song too.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
yeah.
cool
Oh,
because she
Claire
deserves a
kills
lot
it.
more
She's wild.
praise. She's like so talented, and I think that that's cool that she like gets to have that.
She's easily the most talented person in the entire band. Claire is insane.
Yeah.
Way to go,
So
Claire.
like,
Claire, Taylor, you and Taylor.
just Claire,
Yeah,
Me and
Claire,
Ty.
and then there's us four sweaty dudes.
yeah. I always joke around and say like I just own a guitar and I'm good at making friends. Like that's the extent. Like, but yeah, we have some real talent.
Claire.
Yeah,
We have some real Claire.
we have some real Claire.
I don't know why she hangs out with us.
I don't either. You guys are weird.
It's a big mystery, man. I don't know.
What's your favorite song of ours, Cole?
Oh goodness.
Yeah, putting you on the
I
spot.
don't know the names
'cause
of them, guys. I'm
I know
sorry.
you're such
You
a
could
big
you could
fan.
be like that one.
The one that goes,
What is it? Headed West on that album.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna look it up because I feel silly right now.
the one that's like,
I hate to put you on the spot.
making my way downtown,
Yeah, that one.
faces,
face
pass,
pass.
Walking past.
walking.
Oh no.
I
that's
own
Pass.
that CD.
Sorry,
Brandon.
Devin. I don't know
What?
this song,
What?
man. I
What?
thought I just like
And I'm homebound.
do. Can we play it?
What is that?
The kalimba. That's Vanessa Carlton.
I did not get that.
Uh,
I don't know who that is.
she's that one song, that piano song that like, if people like are like okay at piano, they're like want to showcase their
that
talent.
song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Across the street.
Terry Crews has that really famous scene in White Chicks
Okay.
where he's like the big
Yeah,
Jack dude in the
yeah,
convertible.
yeah.
And I need you.
Yeah. Iconic.
I'm so out of touch with pop culture, guys. It's not even funny.
You know,
I'm just in touch with Terry Crews.
Okay.
that's all that matters.
What a guy.
Okay.
T. Cruz. Yeah.
What do you guys like to listen to when it's not your own music? I'm implying that you guys listen to your own music all the time.
Oh, only.
I mean, so the downside of listening to your own music is you become super critical of it, and you only hear all the different things that you could have done,
Right.
and it makes it difficult to enjoy sometimes.
Can imagine that.
So like I think we all kind of try to not listen to it, just so we can enjoy playing it live and not be like overly critical of the things that we're doing.
Yeah, I just
Um,
listen to it when I get bummed out, and it's just like reaffirming. I'm like, yeah, I did that.
That's really cool.
It's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
I feel that. I've been on the bedroom pop playlist grind on Spotify like crazy. I don't know what's going on, but I'm like all on the feels, like lo-fi, just like
What's a few of those bands?
Sales.
You've been listening to Sales a
Clyro.
lot.
Who else?
Soccer Mommy tonight.
Soccer
Ooh.
Mommies tonight in Greeley, Colorado, at the Moxie Theater.
You guys go,
Howdy.
are you guys going to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Mhm.
Y'all
Let's
should
check that.
too. Everyone drive up to Greeley.
Soccer mommy.
All our everyone from Chicago that's listening, drive to Greeley. Moxie, Soccer Mommy. Tonight. Chicago.
Is it time for the hot sauce?
I think so. I think it's time for the hot sauce.
All right.
We're gonna need.
I'm super scared. We need the ice cream. We have ice cream.
We're gonna have to get some.
I'm gonna go get the ice cream.
Okay. We're gonna fight
Can
each
you guys
other.
can you guys hold down the fort while I go get the ice
Yeah.
cream?
All right.
Think
We'll
so.
try.
I'm gonna interview Brandon.
All right. Throw it on me, Pie. Try
On
it.
the radio. So Brandon,
Oh yeah. Say it one more time.
what's your favorite?
The Higgins.
What's your favorite? Oh, okay. What's your favorite Go-Gurt flavor? This is important.
Go-Gurt flavors? You're gonna the blueberry is
You're supposed to say cotton candy.
cotton. Is that the blue one?
It might be blue. I don't look at the colors.
Pie-
Probably blue.
I don't know about this, man.
Same spoon. Is
Same
fine.
spoon. Yeah, we're okay, man.
Oh,
Holy
what?
cow! Who knew?
Shout out Carla. Carla's ice cream.
We're gonna die.
Are you gonna try this hot sauce, Carla?
I am gonna try this hot sauce.
You are?
Yeah.
Come join. Let's
Ooh.
go.
Someone asked, "How can I grow a mustache like you?"
Oh, which one?
It's probably just you.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, you got a good one too.
you guys
Yeah, but I mean, this is all.
Well, he's talking
intertwined.
about mustache though, and yours is good.
haven't shaved.
Or
much in-
actually, Taylor. I mean, I love your
Taylor.
mustache, Brandon, but Taylor's mustache is
dude,
pristine.
it is pristine. Mine just kind of grows chunky. Let it grow chunky. You know, you're gonna go through this awkward phase of it being like, oh, that's a gross mustache. But if you just let it fly and like trim, Devin showed me this. Comb it down, trim above that lip,
Yeah, you got to keep it right in line with the lip.
shave right at the
Yeah.
the smile.
One of my favorite
creases.
things Pi has ever told me is I remember in college I asked him, he's like, "Man, why does your beard look so good?" And he goes, it's got to look shitty before it's gonna look good.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
You got to be shitty to get
And
better,
that's
guys.
life. That's
Yeah.
life.
yeah. So
You know, oh my
That's
god.
that's playing. That's saying that you play
Live your
guitar in a
life.
band. That's everything.
Live your life.
You
All right.
got to be shitty to get
What
better.
did I miss? Guys?
we're
How long was I
talking.
gone?
We got a question about how to grow a good mustache.
Oh.
And I talked to him about Go-Gurts.
This is gonna get really
Frozen
bad.
Go-Gurt? Or do you guys freeze your Go-Gurts?
Frozen is way better
Oh,
than
so good.
non.
Great.
Okay, I'm claiming this chocolate
All right.
fudge brownie.
So are we going spoon like curve side down on the tongue,
Oh yeah.
Ooh, straight gangster.
or are we like
Yeah,
doing this weird thing?
I'm getting Cherry Garcia because I like the Grateful Dead.
I'm really nervous. What's your favorite band?
The Grateful Dead, and then Silver and Gold.
Oh, far out.
Oh.
Some say Jerry Garcia's spirit plays in silver and gold.
I feel that.
Have you heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that. I might have started that rumor.
That's wild.
I think
See.
Cherry Garcia's spirit plays in it.
far out.
Cherry Garcia does.
Yeah.
Man, and you picked awesome ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, dang.
This
That's
is
awesome.
incredible.
I'm
This
gonna
is-
open it
This
just
is like the coolest mixed
just
bag
'cause I
ever.
know.
So
Okay.
the Rooftop Sessions angel, Miss Carla, brought us some ice cream
Yes.
because she knew we had this hot
Shout
sauce
out.
test.
Yeah.
All right, but for
Do we do it all at once, or do we just
We
do we
choose.
laugh at each
how
other?
long are we gonna wait till we
Oh.
open the ice cream?
Well, should we- at least 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay. I opened them.
Okay.
I'm not
Well,
gonna eat
scoop it. You know.
Okay. Can we do the breakdown? Okay. This is silver and gold tradition. Before every show, people might not know this. They see us do it, but they might not know what we say. I think it'd be cool if we did it. You guys want to do it?
What? Do it.
Yeah.
You ever hear the song? Tom Tom Club, Genius of Love.
I don't
Okay.
know that song.
They say, What you gonna do when you get out of jail? I'm gonna have some fun.
And
That's
That's
what
what
we
we
say before every show.
Really?
We have
Backstage.
It's really important.
for
we do it around the
3
drum kit
plus
before
years.
we play. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's everyone knows it's a really good.
And before the EP release, before we did that one, we went quack, 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 quack.
Mighty
Yeah.
Ducks is pretty influential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might become a secondary tradition. We do
Yeah.
the quacks before, and then we do the jail one on
Okay.
stage.
So what are we doing now? Quacks or jail?
Jail.
Jail.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Ready?
What you gonna do when you get out of jail? I'm gonna have some fun. Oh. Oh, good. Oh. Oh no. Mine was this was the worst one. No. Oh.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's not as hot.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I
It
like
builds.
it.
It builds.
Oh, that builds.
Oh god.
It was weird. It was almost sweet at first.
Yeah.
Right when you put it on your tongue, it's like sweet, and now it's
Ah.
fire.
He's dying.
It's almost got like a hot Cheeto flavor, but it's like
Oh.
yeah.
So that's hot sauce on the rooftop sessions, starting a new tradition. Apparently.
How are you guys okay?
Ah,
All right, you can get into your ice cream.
Carla's not even phased.
Oh my
I
god.
like hot sauce a lot.
if you're gonna talk, you should be on microphone.
I'm good. I'm gonna go now.
Well, thank you for bringing this ice cream.
Yeah,
Carla.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there a restroom?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to go.
Stealing ice cream now.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh my god.
I got the hiccups.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it lingers. That lingers, man. It
The
does.
beer's not helping, but I'm gonna keep drinking it. That's actually like making it go down my throat now.
Yeah, when it moves like down to like the middle there, that's when you really start to rethink your decision making.
I gotta go with Brandon. I gotta do that.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
You gonna wimp out?
Yeah.
I am too. Cherry Garcia, save me. Save me. Oh god. Ben and Jerry's is a savior.
I'm going Haagen-Dazs. Change it up a little.
I'm sure people love hearing the sound of eating on microphones.
Wipe a little bit of this excess off.
What's that called? ATSM or whatever?
ASMR.
ASMR, yeah. We could give him some of that.
If you can't see in the video, all of us are crying.
Mm-hmm. All of our faces are bright red. There's tears rolling down our faces. Brandon is dead almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
We lost him.
I'm gonna blow my nose. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna do it though. It's just so sad.
So we got this hot sauce while we were on tour. We're in Seattle. And we're all big fans of that YouTube series called Hot Ones. And this is one of the ones from that show.
So you had seen it before, and then you saw it on the shelf and went for it.
Yeah. That was a
It's a $15 bottle.
yeah, $15 for that little bottle.
It's like a tiny. It's like not even 2 ounces, and I could see why you don't need a lot, or you don't need any actually. I don't know why anyone would need this.
Yeah. I don't get how you could flavor anything with it.
Oh my god.
We use it to solve bets at home.
Give an example of a bet that you've used this on. Oh my god.
I think Brandon loses every time.
He's usually the one that wants to do it first.
Why?
He brought it up at lunch today.
He did bring it up at lunch today. That's why we're doing it right now. What a crazy guy. He's the one that's dying the worst.
Yeah. And he always reacts the exact same. Like,
like instant.
that is not surprising. Yeah,
I feel like it's getting better.
man deserves an Oscar.
I think out of the whole band though, Taylor handles it the best.
Yeah.
Taylor
my
is
God.
unfazed by.
I
the
don't
heat.
think Claire's ever gonna do it.
I'm
But-
sorry, podcasters. This is not good podcast, but it's all right.
You guys are crazy.
Look at the camera. Show the camera.
Ow! Ow! Oh.
Oh my goodness. So, while he's out there, what's next for Silver and Gold?
Oh, my lips.
We've got the goal for this year is to really grow in Colorado.
Okay.
So that means a lot of local shows, and a lot of like just trying to like get new things out there for people. So more singles hopefully soon, and new merch and cool stuff like that.
I have to say, I think I own every one of your shirts. I'm proud to say. I have one of the first ones where it was like the green one with kind of that cool diamond design
yeah.
on there. And then I actually just bought your most recent one with the flower on it. Holy cow.
We had one. There was one shirt. We only printed like 40 of them when we very first started.
Okay.
And it's just this gray shirt with this really simple font that said our name. And it was when arrows were really trendy in like
Yeah.
2012, and it had this like arrow design on it.
You live? You alive?
I'm okay.
I haven't seen anyone wear that one in a long time.
Okay. I can't say I don't have that one.
That one's real obscure.
Okay. The other, my favorite shirt, and it's actually my favorite T-shirt ever, is you guys just, I think you released it last summer at one of the Friday Fest, or was it the May Play even?
Oh, it might have been.
May have been May Play. It was a white shirt, and it had like this hand on it with like space and
Oh,
like the
yeah.
like the black hole in the middle of the
Nice.
hand. That was,
That's
I
our
love that shirt.
our friend down in Denver. His name is Elias, and his company is called Dogged Line Supply Company.
Okay.
He does all of our design work, and he's insane.
That was sick. It's like a super, I guess, psychedelic kind of looking shirt. I love wearing that. It blows my mind and it blows people's minds. Did he just come to you with that design, or did he? Did you?
That was Flash that he had,
Okay.
and we went with it, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That shirt sold out so fast.
Yeah. Which white usually doesn't sell as much.
Yeah.
Because it's not a very flattering. White's usually not a flattering shirt on most body types. So it's usually not as much of a sell, but that one sold like crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it was a sick shirt.
But
I bought one.
White's a flattering pant.
Oh yeah, you wore your white pants today.
They're so dirty.
Yeah.
You could just tell.
Yeah, I can see the.
Just,
Yeah, you already got chocolate ice cream on them, so.
No.
All right. Who's
What are
in for
you?
round two?
How are you guys? I'm sorry. How are you guys okay? I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like this doesn't hurt like crazy.
It hurts, but
What do you
we got a
mean?
podcast to do.
Yeah, man. This is business.
Oh,
There's two things you got to know.
I have a 7-year streak of not throwing up, and I almost just broke that. I was in the bathroom, heaving. 6
Imagine
years.
throwing that back up, dude. Don't.
I'm dying.
That would hurt so bad.
My lips are dying. I'm sorry. I just had to get that out. Because you guys are just sitting here like teary-eyed, but you guys are talking.
You know what would have helped a lot with that? Frozen Go-Gurt.
Yeah.
No.
That's true. This ice cream's doing wonders, though.
Yeah, it helps.
So go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I saw when Gordon Ramsay did the hot wing show.
Uh-huh.
He had lime juice and he was just shooting it into his mouth like a crazy person.
Is that
But
supposed to help?
I guess to him,
I feel
but
like that'd make it
he
worse.
was a big baby though.
Yeah. Well, he's like British, so
Yeah.
I don't have lots of spicy stuff over there.
Yeah,
Well, I guess they have Indian food,
Okay, I'm gonna get some of that.
but traditional British food is pretty.
yeah. Fish and chips is not spicy.
Yeah.
Shepherd's pie is not spicy.
Tea,
Tea is not spicy.
different kind of spice.
He's dying.
Yeah.
Brandon's
Anyways,
freaking
I'm
out.
sorry. What were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say. So he does all your design. This gentleman does all your design work. Does he like do your album art as well, or
Yes.
just like okay? That's pretty cool.
Anything visual. He
Okay.
kind of did a whole like branding thing for us, and especially with all of our newer material. Anything in the past couple of years, basically. There have been a few outliers, but he's kind of been our go-to. He's very good at doing specific branding for people.
Okay,
And
so that's kind of what he does.
Yeah.
is-
I keep thinking you're saying Brandon.
It does
What is
sound like
this?
Brandon.
What is that?
It's a rough name.
Oh, we could, if you want to. Or we can tough it out.
If you want to.
Oh, we already got everyone here. All 8 of us.
Ooh, hey.
But
Uh.
so he has a really cool process when you sit down to work with him. So we sat down and had a meeting, and we talked about, like songs, like individually what each song meant, what all of that music collectively meant to us, and our like trajectory and where we wanted. Oh, I'm sorry.
There we go.
He has a really great process. So we sat down and had a meeting, and we talked individually about what each song meant to us, and the direction that we wanted to go with the music as a band, and then we build the brand around all of that. So really, like, all of the designs have like a lot of like depth to them,
Yeah,
like personally and just like
and connection to the music.
yeah,
itself.
exactly.
That's super important. So does he do work with other bands as well?
Yes.
That you know? Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a lot of his work, like as a freelance designer, is doing mostly branding in a similar fashion. Yeah.
So how do you guys run your band as like a business? Do you view it as a business? Is this something that you're working to, I guess, do you have like finances and stuff? Like, do you have a boring side as well?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Business.
So I
Business
think
dev.
eventually you reach a point as a local band, or really as in art in general, where like it's
Good.
how do I say this? It stays being something that you love and you're passionate about, but you have to accept that if you want to grow, like you have to look at the business side of it in order to take steps forward, because it's very rare in any walk of life or anything that you do really that you can be like, well, this is going to be successful just because I love doing it.
Right.
And so like we all love doing it, and like Pi said, we're like family when we're on stage, and we hope it feels that way when you're in the crowd. But to grow outside of just like, oh, we drive and play a show here, and then drive and play a show here, and make a T-shirt, like to grow, you have to start thinking about all of the, the backside of it. Like how are we going to find new people to listen to our music, and how are we going to maintain that financially and all of that stuff.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm still dying. Brandon's dying too. That was a bad idea, Brandon. Why did you bring this upon us?
I don't know. See, I don't know.
You
And
brought-
I'm always like,
Part of you just wants it.
I want it, but I don't. I want you guys to hurt as bad as I hurt, and that never happens. I don't understand it. You guys sat down, and you're like, oh, quite. That was like rather spicy.
I mean, yeah, it's hot.
It's
and
hot.
then you accept that it's hot, and then you move
No,
on.
you almost threw up. I died.
I did not almost throw up.
I did.
you
Oh,
I'm
I
saying
thought you said I did. I was like, what?
No, I don't like.
I think you're just
You-
a big baby.
Yeah, a little bit.
Am I? No.
A little bit.
Little baby Brandon.
Stop.
kidding.
I'm not little baby Brandon. It's hot.
You're my baby.
And you guys don't think it's hot? That was terrible.
You're my baby. Break out the song. You're my baby.
Yeah.
You're my baby.
I think it's a good Despacito time.
No, it's not.
So more teaser. So
Uh,
we followed through with that. The hot sauce. We've
Yeah.
been teasing it all show, and then we followed through.
I know.
And now we've been teasing music.
Oh.
Well, we don't have to go there yet. I mean, I'm really interested in the business side of things because I'm a business person.
Yeah,
Well,
that, man.
obviously.
With it, it's not easy. It's stressful. And if you're not on the same page, like, we have a pretty good spectrum of the band of, like, as far as, like, our ability to be focused and be, like, task-oriented and business-oriented versus, like, the fun side of it, and like I'm not saying some of us don't like have fun, but like our ability to like I don't know switch between the two and like do our jobs on those sides
Yeah,
are
and
like different.
play a role when you need to.
Okay.
Yeah, and like Devin like gets stuff done. Like it's crazy. Devin's like so like hardworking and like motivated, and like he like it's great. And like I don't know, I think it's pretty compelling. And, like Devin's kind of taught me a lot about like self worth, and like with Silver and Gold, he's like, you know, like we're not gonna take like that lower guarantee, like and like have people kind of undercut us, or like we're not gonna play the show that like I don't know, like I'm doing a terrible job explaining
No,
this,
that's
but
good.
I don't know. I think Devin's vision of like the business side of it is really inspiring and cool.
Well,
I don't know.
and you just said that everyone plays a part and everyone, helps out where they can or whatever. I just happen to know I hope I can bring this up, but you obviously had some issues with the mailing service for your album that just dropped.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're here.
And
Absolutely.
Today.
Yeah,
and
they're
they're
in
fine.
my car right now. Yeah.
So that's
Wow.
what that's why you were late today.
Yeah, I had to go pick up. They ended up at Carrie's house first. But yeah, I had to drive to. Because I don't really know the situation. Because
Okay.
a lot of the time, whenever my role in the business is kind of just to get something done, where it's like, get in the car and go do this. Like it needs done. Like usually that's like where I like to step in. I'm like, cool.
Okay.
I know how to do that. Like, I'll go do it. And so yeah, I went and picked up our CDs. I had to go searching around Cap Hill. Like there are these like skyrise like apartments down there, and I like was trying to like get a hold of this guy. But yeah, we finally have CDs.
That's awesome. So what had happened? Like why? Because this is what happened. I know you guys had your album release show at the Moxie, whatever, back in February or early this month, and the CDs weren't there.
Snow.
Nothing happened. So what ended up happening?
They just didn't show up.
Yeah.
I think
Um,
weren't they on a truck that was like because it was like they're in that crazy cold, snowy, icy time like 2 weeks ago. Or
So yeah, the night before it had been like a freeze over,
Okay.
and it got marked as arrived at the center in Brighton, which is right by Denver, and it was supposed to get mailed to the venue in Denver that we were playing at,
Okay.
and it got marked like that, and it stayed that way, and so I drove to the center in Commerce City, not Brighton.
Okay.
But I drove to Commerce City and went to go say like, hey, like it got scanned like as an arrival, so I'm here to pick them up just from the center. So because they obviously weren't going to get shipped out in the mail. It was
Right.
like 6 p.m. But they told me that it was on a truck, but it hadn't gotten loaded off the truck, and it wouldn't be loaded off the truck until Monday. So basically they were just sitting in a truck there, and we couldn't get to them.
Because it was like probably like stuck away in the back of the truck. and-
Well, yeah, because it has to get scanned as sorted or whatever, like in their
Okay.
process or whatever. So they literally can't do anything with something that's in a truck that's still loaded. So it was
That's a pain in the ass.
it's, yeah.
you roll with it though. We had a
Roll
really
with the
cool.
punches.
What was Devin? What was that deal that you ended up doing with the CDs?
So people bought them in advance, and we had these little postcards for them to fill out. So now that the CDs are finally
They're
here,
coming.
They
my task for
comment.
this week will be figuring out mailing them or hand delivering them,
Okay.
depending on how they were marked. So yeah, if you bought a CD, they're finally here. We haven't. Well, Pie's seen them, but
I've seen the boxes.
Are they cool or what?
I didn't open the box.
Did
so,
the box
yeah,
looks
we'll open
cool?
the box when we get home.
Did the box look cool?
The boxes they were super box.
Did it
You
look
know?
like a box?
Brown boxes, 2 of them.
Heck yeah, dude.
So, cool boxes.
Cole, what's your darkest fear?
That damn hot sauce, dude.
Right?
Now
All right.
Now it is. Yeah.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
Need to get a hotter one.
Oh, no.
Do they make hotter ones?
Yeah.
Oh,
They do.
dude.
Seriously, watch Hot Ones. It's
no.
it's a fun time.
It's
Nope.
crazy.
Not gonna do it.
There's there's one that they have called Da Bomb, and it tends to be one that makes people like freak out the most. And it tastes Like this one tastes pretty good. It tastes like
Eh.
kind of like a hot Cheeto, but it just
Yeah.
hurts really bad.
Yeah.
But some of them literally just taste like gas. Like,
That's so nasty.
Eating a propane tank.
yeah, and gas doesn't taste good.
Well.
Propane. You guys ever watch Trailer Park Boys?
Oh yes, yes.
Yes.
Are you good at any impressions?
No.
Could you try one?
Who?
If I was like,
Do bubbles.
Bus. Oh yeah, do bubbles.
I get compared to Bubbles on a daily basis as it is.
Let's see it. Let's see that, man. I want to see
I
it.
gotta think of it.
This is fucked, Ricky.
Yeah, I'm not good at
Cole, you got it, man.
Next time. Next
All right.
time.
that. Put me on the spot, man.
I know. I love it. I love it when everyone's on the spot. That's one of my favorite things. Is watching it and how everyone reacts on the spot.
That's good for you, man.
That's good, man.
Thanks.
I can't do Bubbles. I'm trying to do like a Ricky. I love the Rickyisms.
Oh,
Those are the
Rickyisms
classics.
are great. Yeah.
My brain department. And
Dude, the Haagen-Dazs ones have a little built-in spoon on the lid, and I didn't even use
Oh
it.
my
Say what?
god.
Haagen-Dazs 2019.
Haagen-Dazs.
Hashtag spoon in the lid.
Dang.
Man, yeah. For everyone that doesn't know,
Yeah.
save yourself a spoon.
It's a good brand. It's a good brand.
Haagen-Dazs.
Have you ever been to a Ben and Jerry's like actual restaurant, like a location?
Fort Collins?
Yeah, there's one for Collins.
Oh yeah, I forget about that one.
Come on, pie.
I always see it as ice cream place. I don't see the specific brand.
Man,
I don't see brand. Okay, I just see ice cream.
You're
That's-
anti-brandist.
that's bold. That's bold.
Yeah.
interesting. Well, I don't know where else we can go with this, guys. Do you guys want to play some music for the fans out there? Play a little song?
Yeah, Devin.
Play a little
Do you want to
song?
play us a song?
Yeah, Devin, I
Maybe.
want to watch.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Barack Obama. We will be playing our favorite songs, Silver and Gold.
That's really
Ah.
good.
He's,
It used to be better, man.
he used to
I'm
work
off
on
my
it.
game.
Yeah.
I'm-
It used to be like impeccable. Like you could close your eyes. And you'd be like, dang.
My fellow Americans.
Oh, weak.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
Ooh.
Well, who's gonna play the?
Oh, the kalimba.
The metal
this
box.
Is the joint.
Cool.
This is the joint effort. I'm gonna play the cajon side of it. I'm gonna play the cajon side of the kalimba. Pi will be playing the kalimba side of the kalimba.
I think you just need to do the bass lines.
Okay.
Yeah, do the bass
And
line.
I'm gonna supervise.
Do I need to pick a song in that key?
No.
I mean, most of them are in G. Just
Straight
hit the,
G.
So hit the G key.
Straight up G. Yeah, I'll just play G.
Man.
Or if you play an F, I just won't play
I just-
B flat. I just won't play B.
Just improvise. It's okay.
That's sniffling. That's good radio right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for everyone at home.
Yeah. Full.
Yeah. It's good. What should you play?
Alright.
Are you gonna play Pilot?
I'm gonna play Ghost.
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 I don't like ghosts. They
That's a
scare
D.
me.
No, let's see.
It's in C.
Eyes.
No,
Blink.
it's in G.
That's right.
Little lights on a windowsill keep me awake at night, carrying curtains still. This moment breaks on the floor. I'll hold these eyes wide still. Though I know this past isn't real, so just play pretend until it's built just how it was back then. The ghost on my back stays, though everything has changed. So just play pretend. addiction so harmless. Switch to whiskey or gin. You wrote this down in paint. The ink in my bloodstream still stains. So just play pretend until it's built just how it was back then. The ghost on my backstage, though everything has changed. So just play pretend. Do you remember everything? So just play pretend until it's built just how it was back then. The ghost on my backstage, though everything has changed. So just play pretend.
Yeah.
Nice.
He did it.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was awesome. How'd that feel?
Good.
Sounded good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You're very talented.
Thanks.
Voice of an angel.
Isn't he?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You're all talented.
He's a
Except
big-
Brandon at eating hot sauce.
Oh,
He's not talented at that.
it's true.
Well, it's a different kind of talent.
I didn't throw up. I didn't throw up. For everyone at home, I did not throw up.
That was
didn't throw up.
Ghost by Silver and Gold. Performed by Devin Hildebrand.
Little known fact, Devin is a ghost. He's the ghost of Ulysses S. Grant.
That's why he always sings about ghosts, because he is one.
He's a smoky
I'm
ghost man.
Related to him.
You are?
Are you really?
Yeah.
What?
No joke.
What?
Get out of here.
No wonder he's such a good guy.
Ask my grandmother about it.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
How? What?
You heard it here first, folks.
Holy cow.
Descendant of Ulysses.
No, Ulysses S. Grant.
Ulysses S. Dev.
And Ulysses.
Angelina Jolie's S. Jolie. Grant.
Ulysses. You're a little Ulysses. Boy.
Anyways,
Trash. Not trash.
Yeah.
Do you have more? Do you want to play more there, Devin? Or
play a new one.
Oh.
Play one off the record. Play one off a new record. A record.
Hello, yeah. You boss out, you never.
At least you can play for one.
You little guy. Come on. You all got it. It's alright.
All right.
Do a Caribbean.
No, that's bad. It's problematic. I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Do me.
I don't even need to say anything.
Do a Cole. That's good.
Yeah.
That was bad. That was terrible. You didn't even do anything.
Cole, can you do a pie? Pie
Yeah.
impersonation?
Like,
Oh.
Pretty good.
Was that pretty good?
That was pretty good.
I'm
Like,
always very excited.
you're like super sensitive.
Him and Shrek are like the same. So that was
Yeah.
spot on to the Shrek impersonation.
What are you doing in my swamp? All right.
All right.
What are you going to play, Devin?
Sorry, Devin. Give the people what they
You
want.
shouldn't mention Shrek or I'm going to keep going. So
Okay.
I'll do feel a little closer.
Far out.
Feeling it.
I feel that.
Feeling it. Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
Are you feeling it now, Mr.
Oh, what a waste of time. I say you're gonna spend your whole damn life playing silly games. But who am I to talk? I've spent so much coin on borrowed time learning how to walk. take me far away. I wanna feel a little closer. I can hear this in everything. I thought death was for the old, but here we are dying young. The oxygen in your blood was not enough. But who am I to talk? I spend all day dreaming of. Addiction is more than just a silly drug. Take me far away. I wanna feel a little closer. I can hear this in everything. In a car, but I don't wanna go back home if we gone too far. Just a few more hours and we'll be gone. 3 weeks in a car, and I don't wanna go back home if we gone too far. Just a few more hours and we'll be gone. Take me far away. I wanna feel a little closer. I can hear this in everything. Take me far away. I wanna feel a little closer. I can hear this in everything. Take me far away. I wanna feel a little closer. Take me far away. I wanna feel a little closer. I wanna feel a little closer. Closer, closer.
Thanks.
Dang, D-Bone.
That was tight.
Yeah, that was way tight.
It's way tight.
Freaking tight.
Super tight.
Tight, bro. We're just the hype squad.
Yeah,
For Devin.
We're glorified hype men for Devin.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
We're Team Dev.
it works.
If there was a Twilight, we'd be Team Dev.
Oh
So-
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He would be a werewolf for sure, though.
Definitely.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your
Mean.
butt's not as hairy as mine. You need to work on that.
No,
werewolf man.
he's the Twilight kind of werewolf.
Oh, it's, yeah, like clean.
Yeah. Like Jacob.
You're clean like Jacob.
Clean like Jacob.
That's the type of werewolf I like. You're smooth. Sorry, Cole. Sorry you have to hang out with us.
You're such a vampire, Cole.
I know.
I know.
I'll take it.
Coal
I've never
mine.
seen those movies again. I
Oh.
suck at
I've
pop
never
culture.
seen one all the way through.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah.
Guys.
I've seen where they play baseball. It's really weird, and I don't like
Cinematic
it.
masterpieces. Y'all are, what do you mean?
He just likes to argue.
What do you guys mean?
That's what Devin was saying before the show, is that you two like to argue
each
about,
other
and
up.
yeah, amp each other up and
Yeah.
kind of tick each other off.
It's a hype circle, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a ham circle.
That was
Because
Better
he
or
doesn't care. I guarantee he doesn't care about Twilight, but he's gonna say he does until I start yelling at him.
It's not true. You know I'm very. You know you've seen all my
He
Twilight
thinks
T-shirts.
I don't know.
You've
but I
seen
know.
my Taylor Lautner cutout. You know my whole bedroom.
Was that a Rick and Morty impression?
I don't know, Rick.
Gotta get out of here.
Oh.
Yeah, that's us.
Oh man,
Your typical Rick and Morty.
typical Rick and Morty. Yeah, man.
That's,
We've had a lot of adventures.
what's your favorite adventure as a band?
Oh man, so many good ones. Tour. Everyone should go on tour. Everyone. go on tour.
Yeah.
Because it's so
Your
so
friends in a
doable.
band, go sell some T-shirts with them. It's
Yeah.
a fun experience.
Yeah.
If you can swing it.
Everyone's got the free time and money to travel in a van with their friends
Sell shirts.
and sell shirts. It's so
Maybe you'll get a free shirt out of
such
it.
a good financial choice.
Yeah.
One free shirt
One free
for like 3 weeks on the road.
I liked kettle corn.
One time we were in the middle of nowhere in Kettleman, California, and
The greatest place on earth.
Really?
It's a cat oasis.
Really?
it's just like a truck stop down.
Oh.
And
Cat oasis.
we were driving like through the night, and we were looking for a hotel, and we were making Devin. We were being annoying
Right.
and making Devin.
There's some backstory.
Yeah, I love it when you
so
tell it.
we left. We were in. I was Fullerton.
Fullerton, L.A. dogs.
We left Fullerton, played this really cool DIY spot, and we had to get way up north for the show the next day, and we didn't have a place to stay, so we're like, well, we'll get as far north as we can, and we'll get a hotel. Pie and Brandon are driving. Pie's driving.
I'm driving.
Same
Brandon
time.
is navigating.
We were sharing the wheel.
Yeah.
And one of
I had the pedals. He had the wheel.
one of the best things about Brandon navigating is there's a particular sound that he makes, and you know that you've missed wherever you were supposed to go. And he goes, "Oh,
Oh.
what, Brandon? That was your exit."
I got. So
Well, I don't want to interrupt.
I got so mad at you.
I don't want to interrupt.
So
You're in the
granted,
zone.
so this is like that started happening about like 1 a.m. And then we just kept going, and by that time, like I'm really good at sleeping wherever, so I was sleeping on the floor of the van under a bench, and I woke up to hearing them go, we're in Kettleman, Kettlecorn. Brandon for like 15 minutes.
It's 3 a.m., man.
3 a.m. I just woke up
Trying
from
to stay
sleeping on the
awake.
floor of a van, super delirious.
I was
Have no
getting-
idea where we
I was
are.
getting us a hotel.
He booked us a hotel 50 miles in the wrong direction.
Oh no.
I'm great to travel with.
He is
travel
great to
with
travel
me.
with. But so that night we slept in the van at this truck stop.
In Kettleman.
Cats everywhere.
All 5 of us in our little van.
Yeah, in Kettleman.
Kettleman's a glorious place.
Why are there cats?
I don't know. It was awesome.
Just stray
Well,
cats?
we tried to get a motel in Kettleman, but we pulled up to the sketchiest motel. With all lights were off. Everything was just like
Yeah.
shut down. And there's cats. It was a cat-run motel for cats in the middle of California. Only cats.
Yeah.
No
and
people.
the only thing there, other than gas stations and hotels, was this like old west tourist stop. It was like a fake like saloon.
Where you go and take pictures and dress
Yeah.
up. And
Yeah, but only for cats. I swear.
I don't think I believe that.
A lot of stray cats.
Cats built it.
But yeah, so that was fun.
That was the best sleep we've had all tour.
Oh God.
What a great story.
That was my favorite adventure.
Oh, and then we drove to Oakland and we played a matinee show on a super rainy day
To my aunt.
to Pie's aunt and the sound guy.
The sound guy left.
And had the worst in and out ever.
Yeah.
That was pretty rough.
But yeah, the only person that showed up was my aunt. Shout out.
She was
Shout
awesome.
Out. Shout out Carla.
Was she
My,
touring?
my
Oh.
also another Carla.
Another Carla.
My aunt Carla. But no, she lived nearby, and it was like a Thursday night, and
It was
Cool
a
venue.
Sunday.
yeah, it was. I thought it was,
It was a
Sunday,
Sunday
night.
night.
But yeah,
We saved
Sun-
the best show for that one.
for Carla, yeah.
The headliner didn't show up.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
That's a
it
bummer.
was great. But then we drove to Reading and stayed at a Motel 6. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was great.
Then you
Not
slept in
bad.
the van though that night too.
I did sleep in the van at Reading. Oh, so when we stay in hotels, one person always has to sleep in the van.
Why? Just
Because they get kidnapped, and then
Except
that'll be
Claire.
fun.
We won't let Claire sleep in the van. And she doesn't want to sleep in
Yeah,
the
she
van, so it
probably-
works out well.
Okay.
You gotta protect the goods.
Yeah,
Oh.
security.
Oh,
So
okay.
that way you can at least hear somebody screaming before they drive off with our van.
That's fair enough.
Basically.
What's your favorite adventure?
Yeah. Life.
Starting this podcast has been a pretty fun adventure.
I like it.
Doing thank you. Bringing you guys on the show has been pretty fun.
I'm sure we're throwing your
Awesome.
format off pretty hard.
Yeah,
with
sorry,
this
man.
freeform bullshit.
This
No.
freeform.
Well, I didn't write down any questions today, so it's
I like your style.
definitely my fault. too.
Yeah.
No, it's
But
fun.
it's awesome.
It's,
But it's
go with the
awesome.
flow.
This is gonna be a fun edit for you.
It's not going to get edited.
Oh, really?
This is not.
You're not boiling it down to an hour. It's just gonna.
It's all out there, guys.
Holy
Every-
cow.
It's live right now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the stream, obviously.
And
The
then-
internet is watching.
Ugh, I'm
8
sorry,
people.
internet man.
No, I didn't.
Sorry, we're not.
No, I did.
Oh, I was like,
No,
sorry,
we're good.
I was
sorry,
like,
we're
is
not.
it just a Facebook exclusive? Does
It
Zuckerberg
almost.
does the Zuck own this?
Nope. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
We're
Mr.
good. We're
Zuck.
good. I don't know what else to say other than just thank
Yeah.
you guys for
Yeah.
Thanks
coming
for
out.
having us.
Thanks,
Yeah, we appreciate you.
thanks for
Thank
inviting me to lunch.
Appreciate it, man.
That was fun.
Trying the hot sauce and
Well,
hanging out.
That was,
We'll have to do this again with Claire and Taylor.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's anytime.
We can tell you the
Anytime, really.
real secrets. We just touched the surface.
I know. I feel like there's so much more to hear.
A lot of darkness.
I mean,
Which one of us has type O negative blood? Who knows?
That's crazy that you guys know your blood type.
I don't know. My
Not either.
You guys don't?
No,
What's yours?
Oh, positive, baby.
Oh, nice.
Universal.
you got the magic blood.
Yeah, you got magic blood.
Everyone can drink my blood.
I don't know about that, but
yeah,
Okay,
they could at least accept it in their veins.
that's yeah.
Especially Cole, because he's a vampire.
cool. Thanks for having me on the show. Suck my blood.
We just touched hands.
Embraced. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh man.
All right, let's finish it up like this. You guys have a few shows coming up next week with the unlikely candidates.
Yeah.
When
Yes.
and where are they at?
So we got Friday, March 1st in Colorado Springs at the Black Sheep.
Boom.
Before I go any further, I have to say it's us and unlikely candidates and a band from Seattle called Pretty Awkward, and we're very excited to be playing shows with these dudes. Yeah, they're the real deal, and it's gonna be fun. But Friday, March 1st at the Black Sheep in Colorado Springs, March 2nd at the Roxy in Denver, and Sunday, March 3rd at the Moxie Theater.
A week from today.
Week from today.
We're doing that classic Roxy Moxie run.
Roxy Mouse.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Well, I'm excited. I try and catch every one of your shows that I can.
Thanks,
Possibly.
man.
Lucky for me, it's
We'll start catching
fairly
yours,
easy.
man.
Yeah, please do. Like
Listen.
the page, the Rooftop Sessions. Like it. Check it.
Rooftop session.
Share it.
Smash that like button.
Love it. Live it.
You heard it here, friends.
Live, laugh, love it.
Yeah.
And you guys also have your new EP out, Color. You can find it anywhere music can be found.
That's true.
Even Napster, apparently.
Napster.
Yeah.
LimeWire, man.
LimeWire.
Frostwire. Craigslist. Craigslist music.
That's awesome, guys. Well, congrats on getting that album out.
Thanks.
Congrats
Thanks.
on picking them up today and sending them out. So, all you listeners out there that are expecting a copy, expect it soon.
Yeah,
soon.
That's exciting
Seriously,
news.
Soon.
That's exciting news.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Thank you, Cole.
Yeah, we'll make this happen again for sure.
Far out.
All right, guys. I'm Cole Peterson for the Rooftop Sessions. Silver and gold.
Bye.
Facebook.
Bye, Facebook.